Step Up 921, technically you are first. J Swank 3 Socks Mafia, you are second. Good evening, Twitch.
Why was J Swank second? I think J Swank was first.
Well, Step Up 921 was actually here on time at 7:30.
Okay, all right.
And she did say hi first. Step Up 921 was on time. DJ EarwaxXx is in the building! Elusive.
Virgil Maxino, what up?
Virgil makes it. Dude, that DFH emo. Where is that from?
That's dope, right? Where's that from?
Oh, it's Jeff Mobby. Okay.
Xtina, what up?
I like it. What up, Xtina? DJ Sonic Boom. I see you, brother. That's a dope emo. I like that. Nice job, Jeff Mobby. Nice
Gotta
job.
subscribe to Jeff Mobby, yo. Make sure you subscribe to Jeff. Get that dope emote.
Yes. Yes, shout out to Jeff Mobby. Oh man, can't wait for this to get started.
I know, I don't know if I remember how to do this. You take a week off,
yeah.
You forget, right? Like,
I know, right? Man.
I don't know if I remember how to do this.
All right, let's hold your breath.
Boom!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will get started in about 50 seconds. And we got that raid from DJ J-Bray.
DJ J-Bray with the raid. Thank you, homie. Cybernuke, I see you. Ashton, I see you.
Bernadette 710 Bernie, hello. The Manzanita, I see you. Cybernuke, Ashton Bray with the live modding earlier today. That was awesome. Hey, we got DJ Meatball in the building. Meatball, what up, brother? Yeah, look at that DFH emo. I love it.
Old school schmo, what up?
Yes.
All the DFH emotes in the house, man.
Old school schmo, what is good? Let's get
What is
this
up? Hello,
thing
hello,
started.
hello, everybody! Thank you for tuning in to Talk From Home, episode 27. Right? You can do 27. Thank you for tuning in, episode 27. This is a weekly podcast where we bring you members from the Dance From Home community. We sit down with them, we talk with them, chop it up, have some laughs, have some drinks, have a good time, and basically give you an opportunity to get to know them better. I'm one of your hosts this evening. I'm Mike Motherfucking Rocka, aka Commander Maria Hill. I am an F45 DJ, an X-Fade DJ, half of Taco Dog, 50% of Retro Lasers, pew, 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 pew. And we are here today to have a good time. Along with me, one of my other hosts for the evening, our homie. He is partial owner of Remix Entertainment. He is an F45 DJ. He is the director of Freaky Fridays. He is also the director of Wild Wednesdays. He is half producer of the Divas Battles. He is also partial producer T-Bos, or are you all T-Bos? T-Bos all you?
I'm partial
producer T-Bos. Sometimes he goes by the name of Artie. Sometimes he goes by the name of Charles. Sometimes he goes by DJ Wildcat. And sometimes Mr. Shakeweight himself, our homie DJ Wildcat. What's up?
Yes! DFH fam, good evening. I cannot wait to get this started. But first, I want to salute to you all. Today marks National Margarita Day. So, of course,
I don't
need
have
some margarita with my Terramana tequila.
I drank them all already.
Yes, you did. It's all good. It's all good. But, you know, I made more. I have made more.
Yeah. Send some this way, homie. You know, not that far. Off the expressway.
We'll do.
Our homie Sam cannot be here this evening for now. She may be jumping in a little bit. Right. She may be jumping in a little bit. She's just going to be a little bit late. So don't fret. She'll be here. We'll do an introduction for her when she comes in. We do have a special guest host in her replacement tonight. Surprise. Yeah. I lined somebody up. I knew that she'd be late. So I was like, hey, we need to get somebody on the quicks. This person was really hard to get a hold of. I'm telling you, like, we've been trying every week. And we finally got him in the building. He is partial owner of X-Fade Entertainment. He is the founder and creator of Dance From Home. your director himself, our man, Jeff Mobby. What's up?
What
up, chat?
Surprise,
What's up,
right?
everyone?
Surprise.
Jeff Mobby, let's
We got
go.
him.
Yo,
We got
Mike,
him.
a really good job keeping this a secret, so I appreciate you not leaking that.
Oh man,
I know it was hard, man, because I was so excited. I was like, we
I
never get to have you on the
almost
show.
leaked it. I almost
Dude.
leaked it on my
Yeah.
Instagram.
That would have sucked, man. But
It
thank
would've
you guys
sucked.
for keeping it a
Yeah.
secret. Glad I could be here. Thank you.
We got you. We got you
you.
for
Sweet.
sure. So, without further ado, let's bring on our guest for the evening. He started DJing in 1993. He works for groups like Tao Group, SBE Las Vegas, and the Hakkasan Group. He's affiliated with Blueprint Sounds Las Vegas, Cerritos All-Star DJs, Fresh Yard, Cerritos All-Star DJs, Fresh Yard, Club Killers, Jetpack Bags, and Red Bull. Our homie, DJ EarwaxXx, what is up?
Yes.
You.
We are
Yo,
here.
yo. How's it
Juliana's
going?
in the building.
What's up?
And we have
Juliana?
Juliana. I didn't get a
Another
proper
special
introduction
guest.
for Juliana. Another guest for the evening. Juliana, everybody make some noise.
Yes. Pew, pew, pew,
Juliana.
pew.
Thank you. Everybody, welcome to the House of Wax. This is where we are right now, in the House of Wax. I love this setup, by the way. I've always loved it. It's amazing.
Yes.
Thank you so much, guys. Awesome to be on the show finally. And it's like, I'm glad we were able to get this time aside. And thanks for reaching out again. Hell yeah.
No doubt.
Nope.
Excited to have you, bro. So excited to have you. How you doing tonight? Doing good?
Yeah, doing good.
Chilling.
So I'm expecting my second son, second
yeah.
born son this coming Friday. So we're gonna have a baby brother. You guys know that?
You're gonna have a
Love
baby
it.
brother.
Love it.
You're gonna
Yes.
be a big brother, yes.
Yay.
So I've just been on go time with just washing the clothes and making sure the nursery's all good,
Yeah.
So like, but
Being a
we're
good
here.
expecting dad, right? Good expecting
Yeah.
dad. But I
Heck
see
yes,
you
like,
didn't give up space in your space for the expected baby. No, you're like,
House
this
of
is
Wax,
mine.
That's your territory. This is mine.
Right.
You can't touch it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love it, man.
The house
I
of
love
wax is intact. It is intact.
It is. Yeah, I was half expecting to see a crib in the background somewhere there. Like, this is the only place we
He
can
might.
put it.
He might be DJing with
He
a
might have
little crib next to him.
Yeah, right. Like
He might have a crib cam. He might have a crib
yeah,
cam like
crib cam,
like
dude.
Ink Bat. Like Ink
Good idea. That's a good idea, Wildcat. I think I might do that.
Because technically, you're watching your child while you're DJing anyway. 'Cause you
Yeah.
have the crib cam up and you're watching your child. So you're
Hey,
good.
I mean, you
Exactly.
got what? You got like 10 monitors up there anyway, right?
Oh yeah. Well, I could use one of the monitors for the
There you
Nest
go.
cam for sure. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, there are no rules against that. We're not going to call DCFS on you at all. I promise.
Okay, thank you.
Before we start, we have another raid by the best DJ on Twitch, Elvin Cortez.
Elvin
Hey,
Cortez,
thank you so
hello,
much
mate.
For that raid, brother.
Hello, mate.
That's our
Who I
brother
recently
from
found out.
the other
Thank you.
across the pond.
I am freezing again, by the way. I don't know why, but it's okay.
Yeah, you
as
are.
long as you got my voice. I don't know. What we did learn the last time I was here with you guys was that there's vest means waistcoat in the UK, which I've been calling it waistcoat continuously. I don't call it vest anymore.
You have.
I call it waistcoat.
have.
I have. It's only a waistcoat. So Earwax, you come from a very, very musical background family. I've read. Your granddad was a touring jazz pianist. Your dad plays piano. Your brother is a drummer. Like, you have a far background of that. Besides DJing, what else do you do? Do you play any instruments, or you do any of that stuff?
Before I started DJing, my dad and my grandpa got me, and this was like when I was like young. I was like 5-6 years old at the time. I had piano, guitar, and drum lessons back to back, 3 to 4 days a week, and it was like, it was super draining, but like, even though I don't practice to this day, I mean, I got the digital drums, but it's nothing like the real drums here. But like, I still practice, and like my family, it's all over the house. Growing up as a kid, in Los Angeles, like, we were always surrounded by music. Like, we go to a Filipino party, everyone's eating the lechon, and hear my dad and my grandpa just killing it on the on the piano, and then I'm just like, damn. And then my grandpa always like challenges me. He's always that way. pointing with the sticks. Go, go, go. Like,
Go.
and then I was like, oh snap!
that.
Okay, I gotta go.
That's dope. That's awesome, man. Musical family. So growing up in that, is that kind of what led you towards DJing immediately, or was that like where you were playing drums more first, and you were like listening to music and found DJing? Like, how did that come about? How did DJing come about in your after your family influence?
I was like always into. I was always into like collecting records before I was like a DJ, because my mom and dad always had. Juliana, I'm talking. John,
She's trying to give her opinion.
We're gonna go downstairs, all right? She's talking shit right now, dude. All right. She doesn't hear me, guys, so cuss away. You're all in the headphones, so don't worry. But yeah, so like growing up, I was always collecting records with my uncles, who are always like the hip uncles. Like, this is like in the late 80s, early 90s. They were always like the dope B-boys, they were always like breakdancing and stuff. And I was always all about the records and like what they were buying and what was in. And then what got me like finally like secured, I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to do this. My mom had a JVC turntable, and my dad had a Fisher turntable. And basically I was like, damn, like I always wanted to see those two turntables together, so I did it. Put those two together. I didn't have a mixer at the time, and then I couldn't hook up both at the same time. So what had happened is I had to find a way to plug in one turntable on one point, and then the other turntable on another point, and it's like it was hard, but
yeah,
doing that really inspired me to keep on like blending two songs together. I always wanted to do that. Like, everyone was like doing tape decks and like mixing tapes and shit like that, and I always wanted to blend two songs. And then I bought my first mixer. Shout out to Radio Shack, who is not sponsoring the stream.
Radio
what up,
Shack?
Optimus? What up? And I bought my mixer, and then like I was able to hook up that JVC and that Fisher turntable, and like bam. Long story short, I was able to mix two records, of course with no pitch, but I was able to put one after the other. So
right. Your first time putting songs together.
Yeah, it was cool because I already had like all these records in front of me. Like I didn't have to build a collection from the start, because my uncles and my dad and my mom already had their crates all unlocked. So I was like, let me do something with this. And then of course they got freaking pissed. I'm not like the needles I'm using. Like I'm not like using like real needles, right? I'm like using like whatever those needles that came with it. And then I scratched the crap out of all the records in my.
I bet.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think they were meant to go in reverse on those.
No,
hell no. There was a lot of. Do you guys know what kuruting means? A lot of kuruting, like when you pinch. Like my parents always pinched me because I was always like messing with their stuff all the time. Oh my God. All the time.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Like she's probably trying to play some music. I think she's trying to. She's taking after her dad, and she's playing with all the things.
Yeah.
Mommy's gonna get you. Mommy's gonna grab you. No. She's gonna give you ABC. Okay. Just go with that. Go. Okay. All right.
She went though. I'm surprised she went.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's just if I say ABC Mouse, all your parents over there, ABC Mouse on the iPad is phenomenal. It doesn't make like kids look at everything like a zombie. They're actually learning stuff.
They're doing things. Yeah.
ABC Mouse, guys.
ABC Mouse.
Tell them Earwax sent you.
Actually,
my
I might
kid's
just
using ABC Mouse.
I might hand it over to Perry.
Yeah.
Like I'll give Perry ABC Mouse when she
Yeah.
when she's bored. Dope. So you pick up your two, like the tables that are not meant to be used for DJing at all, and you're trying to do these things. When did you first really start getting into actual DJing? Like, what was your first real experience with?
I would say like the first time that I actually like my first gig, it was 5th grade. fifth grade elementary school, and I actually had my very first gig. It was one of my classmates, right? But what sucks is, well, it really sucks because I had to piece out all my DJ equipment. There was like not another DJ crew, but it was me, my brother, and then there was another pair of brothers, and they bought their entire setup at a yard sale, like flat out. Technics 1200.
Oh.
Mine I add like I didn't start with Technics. I started with Linear Tech DD 1700 turntables after the JVC and Fisher, and they had like 1200s. They got a freaking dope pyramid mixer, Serwin Vega V152s, dope tough cases. And here I am with like my little MTX speaker and like my Linear Tech turntables. And like, they DJ the party across the street from me. And I DJ'd at that same block with my makeshift DJ equipment. And long story short, that was like my first real gig after my freaking amplifier blew. And party over. And like after that, like they were, I literally like I remember leaving the party with my head down, and like I'm like this, I'm like leaving my head down. I'm like walking my ass freaking.
So were you in
amp.
fifth grade? You were in fifth grade?
Fifth grade
For your
dude.
first gig? Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
I obviously didn't get paid because I DJ'd for 45 minutes. I didn't have a real amplifier. I had like a studio receiver, and I didn't know about overheating.
Like a home theater receiver?
Oh, and you've been playing for like however long, and it overheated and
45 minutes and no more. Oh man, that was.
Were you DJing for a bunch of fifth graders then too?
Yeah, hell yeah, I was killing it. I was playing. I was playing. Like I don't know. Like for some reason, like what year was that? That was like fifth grade, 1996, 95 or 96. Yeah, like I was playing all the stuff that I was hearing on the radio, Power 106, 92.3 The Beat, and all that stuff, K-Day stuff, and like I was able to, kind of keep up with the music. But what sucks is like, my sound system was just not. Oh man, that was bad nightmares for that day, dude. After that, I freaking always had even when I got like a professional like Crown amp, I always put a fan on top of that amp all the time.
Yes.
100%.
Yep.
Yeah.
We had a fan. I remember when I'd help my dad with the Crown amps, we'd still have a fan blowing.
Oh.
Pause.
Pause.
Yeah, pause. But yeah,
So
that
dope.
was my very first time that like I had an actual exposure to like real DJing and like the things that came with DJing, like mobile DJing and whatnot. And like, yeah, that was 96, 95 or 96. I can't remember. I started in 93, but I had to save up for my, my non-professional, non-Techniques turntables. So I made it work. I was able to get that light touch right. Like all those turntables that if they weren't Techniques, you had to have like the lightest touch, like super light.
Right, or stop the drive, right?
Yeah, any kind of pressure. Even if those were direct drives, if you put any pressure, bam, done. Like your platter's not going anywhere. You have like 10 wax papers, a slip mat, and the platter's still not moving. It's still not moving.
That
like
light
damn.
touch.
Yeah. So you got to get that light touch. Yeah. Touch.
I like it.
Touch. Pause.
It's a good way to learn, it seems like.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Teaches you to be gentle.
Virgil, fifth grade, and he graduated college in '92.
Damn! Holy crap! Wow, college at 92. Damn, yeah, I'm a young one. I'm a young one then.
That's crazy. So, all right. So you're doing your first gig to fifth grade, and then your amp blows. Did you immediately go out and get new gear, or what happened after that? Was that the uplifting moment of overcoming the drama, or was that like, oh shit, I need to take a break for a while because that was bad? Like,
You know what?
happened?
That thing like knocked me down so hard, and like and I was in fifth grade. Like it really hurt it really hurt my I got so discouraged because back then they didn't have like cheap stuff that works good. If it's cheap because it sucks. Like
Yeah.
now, like today they have like dope stuff, and they got like it's very affordable. Well, not as back then everything was so expensive. Now like there's some affordable stuff, but at that time, yeah, it made me want to work harder. It made me I wanted to be the other brothers across the street with the freaking Serwin Vegas and the Technics 1200s and the
Yeah.
Pyramid Mixer. Like I wanted to be that guy, and it's like it just that mishap like made me want to progress and progress and progress, and like I always wanted to top myself at that time. That was a very
Good
big
for you.
waking up point for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what separates the men from the boys, right? Like those are those moments where if something knocks you down, here's the fork in the road, right? Like do you get up and get better, or do you give it up at that point? And then you get people like DJ Earwax, right? You overcome. You overcome
Yeah.
and prevail, and you get a DJ Earwax. I love it.
And then you get a bunch of turntables in an island right behind.
Yeah, right. And then
shots of wax
1,000,
and then
2,000 records.
And then in the middle of a stream, he's cutting it up, and he's like,
and
what?
then
Hold
he
on.
runs
And then
to another one.
He goes
Like,
back
let
to
me
the
go
other side,
use
and
my
then
other
goes right
one.
there. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
See,
and then where
this
are
is
those guys now?
right. This is exactly that. I think what happened was this is him and having all this equipment is post-traumatic stress syndrome. Because what happened was that amp blew out, and he was like, never again. I'm gonna have every piece
And have a
of
backup
tech.
for everything.
Yeah.
You know what, Mike? I'm gonna call you later, and you gotta tell my wife that.
Boom. See, I got you. I'm gonna
That's
tell
why
her.
I had
It's
this
a backup. Yeah, it's a
Deep
backup to
seated,
the
but
backup.
it's
So like if
deep-seated.
anything happens right there, you have another side, and if something goes wrong at the same day, you still have the other side. You're good.
Thank you, Wildcat. Thank you. Right.
I know exactly what you mean. So I'm gonna order my S11 right now.
Yeah, there we go. Just right. Let me order my Techniques because I don't have Techniques. I'm gonna order those and my S11.
Oh, dude. Hell
Best
yeah.
ever. So after that, you get back on the horse and you start DJing again. What's the game plan? Where did you go? What did you start doing?
So fast forward to high school. So high school, like, damn. Honestly, with high school, like, I wouldn't say I was like a jock or anything, but all those cool jocks and guys with the varsity jackets, like, let me hang out with them because I was DJing all their parties, like all like the popular cheerleaders, the popular football players, baseball players. I was DJing all their parties, and like after that, like that grew my, not my fan base, but it grew my clientele so much in high school, and I was able to get all these crazy ass accounts from high school, like from there, like I was able to link up with the Scratch Academy, and Scratch Academy
Oh,
Cool.
got me on cruise ships. I was doing the whole cruise ship thing, and then
Really?
Wow.
In high school? Wow.
rewind back to oh no, not in high school,
Okay.
This is after
those connections got you.
yeah,
Okay.
the connections from high school got me in with Scratch.
From hanging out, like doing the parties for the jocks and the cheerleaders, and kind of just from their
There were-
connections of connections, right?
Exactly.
So-
That guy that I needed to know was at that jock party, next to that one, linebacker who was drinking a 40 ounce, and like, oh damn, that's the guy who could bring me to cruise ships. And then like, I did the whole cruise ship thing, and then like, it humbled me because it's like, my grandpa was a touring jazz musician, and he was doing like 6 months at a time in a cruise ship playing piano, and like he was just sending money to the Philippines. My dad's side of the family was separated, Philippines and Guam. So my dad's dad, my grandpa, was just putting money putting money to Guam, Philippines from his cruise ship money, and I was like, damn, this is what Grandpa did. And then it was like,
Yeah.
super humbled me, and I was like that was like one of the first things that like really, really, made me hungrier and made me want to like really get into this. And I mean, I did go to I went to college. I went to CSUN, Go Matadors. I worked in post production sound right next to the Disney studios, and I did that whole 9 to 5 thing. And then I was like, damn, I look forward to the weekends. I look forward to doing these gigs. I look forward to going to the freaking cruise ships. And like, yeah, like that's what my first like what do you call it? My first when I got my feet wet like in the corporate game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you. So take me back a little bit. So before the cruise ships, like how did that happen? Like how do you? I mean, I've never DJed a cruise ship. Like how did you get from high school DJing jock parties to DJing cruise ships? What do you do between?
So it was crazy because me, like a lot of like they had the resident DJ. I was with Royal Caribbean under Scratch Academy. I was doing these cruise ships, but like the resident guy was there for a 6-month contract under Royal Caribbean, but I was under Scratch Academy and I was a guest DJ. So basically, I didn't need to have to fall through the guidelines of the whole crew and whatnot, and I was able to. They were very lenient, like I was able to do my 1 month at the cruise ships, and then DJ Scratch Academy corporate events, different corporate events, and like all that during that time in the mid 2000s. I was doing all the debuts, all the weddings, quinceañeras, all that stuff. And then when it comes to going to the cruise ship, I did that. But like honestly, like cruise ship was fun, but that shit was mad lonely, dude.
I bet. I was gonna ask you. So you go on a cruise ship and you're on for a month straight, right? Like you're on the boat, and then
straight up.
And is it a bunch of different cruises, or is it the same thing over for a month? Like, are you doing different?
Every Sunday we port out of Miami, and every Sunday we had a new batch of people. So like each batch of people, you have to make new friends again, and then go so and so forth. And like, yeah, it was only like only a month, but it sucks because like sometimes you get like a dope cruise, and then like you get like a boring one, and usually when there's a boring one and you get hella lonely, it's like, man, like I'm from California, so Florida is all the way on the other side of the country. So like, I was like super lonely. I was like, okay, I poured out in Miami, but I don't have any family here. And it's like, damn, so yeah.
Yeah. So Sam, what did you think about that?
So, I've been here the whole time. I've just been backstage. Just kidding.
Okay. I was like,
no one just, what the hell? They just
what happened?
I tried to make it like seamless, but
I've been here this whole time.
I was like, where'd you come from?
But
that was hilarious.
Yeah, I was
but was like, what was your favorite location, I guess, that you traveled to for the cruises?
Honestly, I really like Ocho Rios, Jamaica. Ocho Rios,
Did you hear
Jamaica.
that? Are you thinking? I'm so sorry.
Is she breaking up again?
Oh, Jamaica.
Yeah.
We've got a Sam breakup situation.
Yeah. Ocho
Am
Rios.
I lagging? Jesus.
Oh, you're okay. You're okay now. You're okay.
You're okay right now.
Yeah, you're good. But you were breaking up for a little bit. I didn't know what you.
Okay.
I thought you had
Swimming
something
backstage
against Jamaica.
Again.
Do you hate Ocho Rios or something? Or
we can hear you.
Yeah, so we can hear you. I think you're good.
Yeah.
No.
So on the cruise ship, you're on there for a month, and you see, you're having different sets of people come on, but the crew is always the same, right? Or is it changing too?
Oh yeah. They're at a 6-month contract, so
all right.
like like all the security guards, all the bartenders, everyone that that worked. Like there's a nightclub called Crip Nightclub. All the people working in the Crip Nightclub, they were all like they were all the same people throughout the whole time. So it was cool. At least they had like the same group, that steady group.
Yeah, same people to work with. What's the craziest thing you've seen on a cruise?
Oh my god.
Tell me something. Tell me something crazy. I want to hear something. I know crazy things happen on cruises. What? Like, tell me something.
Okay, so
Look at his face. You just see his face.
Yeah.
Like,
He's like, I got it. I got it. I got
do I
it.
tell? Which one do I tell?
I hope Scratch is not listening to me. I'm like, fuck. Okay, so basically, out of the month, whatever I'm there for a month, I'm allowed to bring one guest for a week.
Oh, cool.
So I decided to bring my brother
Ooh.
at the last week. Okay, so the parties at the Crib nightclub is cool with all the crew, everyone at the cruise. So I bring my brother, and we DJ the staff party, the freaking staff. Like, we're talking about like the maids, the freaking security guards. We DJ their staff party. It's in the back of the boat. Like, we're talking about like the butt of the boat, like where you feel all the turbulence and everything like that. We're all the way in the back. Me and my brother were DJing, like literally. Okay, we're DJing right here, and we just did this for just thank you for like, these guys are here for 6 months, like they need some kind of release. So and
Pause.
and like exactly.
Pause.
So we had like, there was like a big, like, think about, like, see this stool. This is a think about this as a freaking big ass trash bin, and the trash bin is filled with booze, like beers and like I don't know if they had any liquors. I think they had like Mike's Hard Lemonade, like this high. I'm kidding you not, like this high. And me and my brother were just downing. It was my last week there, right? Like, my brother was there. Was like, "F this, we're gonna, we're going home. We're going home." Fast forward, blur, 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 blur. Okay, like hangover. Like, everything is blur. And then we wake up next morning. I look inside my cabin. I see a freaking gorilla lion like costume.
A costume. Okay.
Oh.
I was like, hold on. I was like, why is there a costume here? My brother's there, like we're wasted. We're like done. So basically, this my brother. We saw security tapes. My brother went in the backstage of, they have like their little house or whatever, their theater show.
Yeah.
Went in the backstage, started putting fucking costumes on. Brings it all back to the cabin.
Oh my god!
Wake up with a stack of costumes.
Oh
a
my
stack
God.
of costumes. Yeah, I bet you. I'm serious. Really, dude. Is she throwing chairs again? Anyways, so I wake up and then I'm like, please don't fire me. We were leaving that Sunday. Please don't fire me. They were actually kind of cool about it. The cruise director was like, they told Scratch, and like they were kind of very, very, like, they were like, how does this happen? They showed me They showed me the security tape, and then I'm like, I don't remember that, and because everything, like all the hallways, all the corridors are completely recorded. We see it, and then I'm like, my brother's like fucking. I was already in the room. I don't know. He went out, and then
he decided that's what he wanted.
It was all him.
Let's go have some fun in the fucking theater. Let's go, and then
Oh my!
then I see a stack of costumes. But yeah, that was the last time my brother was able to go to the
Crazy's asking if
Do you have
have those
photos?
costumes.
Dude, no. So, this is like 2003 or 2003 or 2004. I had a fucking Nokia, or I had like a Nokia phone. We didn't have any. There was no we weren't able to get photos on it. I know what the only evidence from that night is seriously from the security.
I would have asked them for a copy of the security.
Fuck yeah. I'll be like,
Yeah.
TBT.
Right.
It's
Post that
archived.
dude.
So you
Yeah,
don't bring them to the hangover.
So that is the craziest time in the cruise ship, like by far. But like, if you guys ever DJ a cruise ship, the staff parties is where it's at. Those guys go crazy. Like, there's no frills. Like, we're drinking beers. Like, we're in the back of the boat. Like it was it was just like a straight up like party. But it's like kind of Titanic. Titanic, they're like in the bottom, and like all the
Partying hard. Yeah,
all the bougie
poor people
are like at the top, and like all the poor people are like fucking beers.
Yeah.
That's the cruise party. That's right there.
from
That's
the
dope.
way you're talking about it. I feel like your brother had an accomplice, man. Like, I don't think it was just him, dude. Like, I think someone else who knew how to not get shown on the security cameras because they worked there so long, they led your brother to the right place to go get the costumes.
100%. 100%. I really don't know. I really don't know
He had
how.
an accomplice, dude.
For sure. Well, whatever the accomplice is, they knew not to be where not to be on the camera, because my brother was
Right,
hella
that's
lost.
what I'm saying. They knew what with the blind spots were, and they like worked around those and let your brother take the heat for the whole
Well,
thing.
there's a lot of Filipinos too that work on the ship, so you probably like made like friends.
And
with
all the Filipinos are all the security guards too. So
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, wait, pare, you want to see something?
I put all the total in your iPad. There you
Yeah.
go.
I got.
How
You know, I got those.
how about the food? Was there a lot of Filipino cooks as well? I would imagine.
Yeah. There's hella Filipino cooks, but like what's like we weren't able to. I'm pretty sure like the rest of the crew had like their own places where they could eat. We didn't eat over there. Like that was completely separate. We didn't have access to that. For us, we just ate whatever the people in the cruise ate.
Ah,
Yeah,
the
Lobster
was-
common
tail.
people.
Lobster
Yeah.
night,
The lobster tail.
24-hour pizza
Yeah.
buffet.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
No,
yeah.
no adobo in the back of the boat.
They probably did.
I bet the Filipinos had their own food.
Yeah.
They do that
Yeah.
on those things.
I
man.
yeah.
They
I remember
do
going on
do
one of those cruises, and like our waiter would be Filipino. He's like, "Oh yeah, we got a Filipino cook. We'll get you sinigang tomorrow." I'm like, "Oh hell yeah, let's go."
I've heard that.
Yeah.
My best friend, he went on a cruise, and the same thing as a bunch of Filipinos, and they did exactly that. They were like, "Oh, we have adobo and pancit in the back. You want me to grab you Tupperware
With their side of pancit with your lobster.
Yeah, with the
Yeah.
lobster. Hell yeah. That's where it's at, dude. I love it. So tell me more about Scratch Academy too. Like, what was that like being part of them and doing your thing with them?
It was cool. Like with Scratch Academy, I got really good with like Scratch Academy Miami and the Scratch Academy in LA. So I was doing events like, they had all like the Bloomingdale's in-store events. I think they still do it to this day. I was able to do like all like the corporate stuff with them. Like this is like early 2000s. Like doing parties for like Lipton iced tea and like
cool.
it was just so many cool things. Like it was like early 2000s, so like I'm like doing an event like it's audiotistic, and then like I'm like DJing a booth with like iced tea and regular. It was cool because Scratch Academy had all their corporate clients that was able to I was able to expose myself to different other kind of
one.
corporate entities. You know what I'm saying? And like that's opened the door for me to work alongside with Red Bull and doing all the events for them and all that stuff too. So yeah.
What events have you done for
so-
Red Bull?
What's up?
What events have you done for Red Bull?
So I'm like the Las Vegas Red Bull event DJ. So whenever they do the Red Bull Air Race, whenever they do Red Bull has like a booth at EDC. They also do like a pre-EDC kind of event that they they have some kind of collaboration with Maverick Helicopters here
I've
based in
seen
Las
that.
Vegas, and then they
The
actually
contest.
no. Oh, wait, huh? Contest? Wait, what?
Yeah, they have
Maverick
yeah.
Yeah.
The,
Oh, yeah, yeah,
the,
yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Those
but
contests with the helicopter stuff. Yeah. Go ahead.
exactly. So they have events at Maverick Helicopters, which is like right next to the Las Vegas sign, and they basically helicopter people to EDC, and like they have events at
Wow.
the air station where where they board everyone that they either paid or they win the raffle to get a full airlift into EDC because over there, like EDC is at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway, which is about I would say about an hour, but like you're in the middle of the desert, like there's freaking nothing there. You're on the way
Yep.
to
We've been several times.
nothing. Yeah, so
Sucks
like
driving.
exactly, you guys will get stuck forever. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, the first year we went, I think it took us at least 3 hours to get out of the parking lot.
Dang,
Damn.
It was brutal,
wow.
freaking brutal.
Did you guys stay till the end?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was.
yeah.
The sun was up. Oh man.
Oh, yeah.
Hot desert heat.
It's beautiful though, right? That desert
Oh, yeah.
sunrise is
Yeah.
beautiful. Oh my god, heart melting. But damn, yeah, that's tough. That's definitely tough.
So,
But yeah.
before we go any farther, I have to ask this, and it's a Raph question.
Mm-hmm.
But Earwax, how'd you get the name DJ Earwax?
Raph is like,
Wait, how did you get the name?
Oh, there you go. Yeah, there you go.
So I got so I had 5 DJ names before I had Earwax.
Name them.
That's a record. I think that's a
Yeah,
record
name them.
from
That is a
everyone
record.
when
I
I
think of-
interviewed them. Yeah.
Okay,
I've heard like
I'm
one
gonna
or
write
two.
them all down
I can't do it. I can't do it like by
chronologically.
chronological. So okay, so I had my primary influences were like Power 106, K Day. So a lot was like Latin influence. I was DJ Loco, DJ Rhythm Mix, DJ Devious, like I'm Devious, DJ Notorious,
Ooh.
DJ Smalls, and then Earwax.
Whoa.
Was
And
the
how I got
Notorious
to
and
know
the Smalls because of Biggie Smalls? Was that where that came from?
No, it was Smalls
I was
because
thinking.
I was always hella short, so I was always the first one in line. So I was like, follow Charleston. He's the first one. All right. I'm fucking short.
That's hilarious.
Did you spell it with the Z?
Smalls. Oh hell yeah,
Smalls.
yeah. Because I'm hip hop, yo. Yeah. I did though. I did with a Z. And then I got Earwax. I got ear for the wax, ear for the all this stuff, vinyl. But I was heavily influenced with the Invisible Scratch Pickles. And my first break record was Bionic Booger Breaks. And I wanted to be like freaking nasty. So I was like, all right, I'm going to be Earwax. You'll be like, oh, that's nasty, but you'll remember it, you know?
I love it. I love it.
I love it.
Yeah.
So wait, how long have you had Earwax for then?
Oh, probably the majority of the career. Like all those 5 names were like back like early 90s. I started in 93 and probably those names I got Earwax I would say right before high school. I would say like 96, 97. Yeah.
Out of context, it's weird. So to all of our viewers, we are talking about his name, like because
No,
Raph's
just like actual
how long have you
earwax.
had earwax? And I got earwax in high school.
Every day you have earwax, don't you?
So all right, so at this time you're doing Scratch Academy and all those types of things and DJing with Red Bull. Is this all while you're in LA still?
Yeah. This is all in LA. I didn't move to Vegas until the end of 2007. So that whole time I graduated in 2000, high school in 2000, and then I'm going to CSUN, doing my thing, doing my stuff with Scratch, doing my stuff with Red Bull, and doing all the debuts and the weddings and stuff. And during college, I was doing all like the college nights. Like I was so that I was part of also DJ Verge is also part of it too. Before, it was called the Jimi Hendrix Crew. It was like a collective of DJs from the Bay Area, LA, and San Diego, and basically we started that, and like we were doing a lot of events and like mix shows, and that's where I did the Cerritos All Stars and live mix show and all that stuff too. Like it's there's so many collaborations in the mid 2000s that I was so grateful to have, like including the Cerritos All Stars, because meeting them, I was able to meet so many other DJs that like living in where I'm from, the San Fernando Valley. Like we were everything without outside the valley. It was like super hella far. Even though it was just right over the mountain, we had our own thing here. Like
Yeah.
So with
And, like-
Cerritos All Stars, did you get to meet 360 over there too?
So I first met Jinky like Cerritos All Stars did something around 2003 2004 called Live Mix Show, and Live Mix Show I that's where I first met Jinky, and I actually did a live stream show with the All Stars called Live Mix Show back in. This is when she was living in Hayward, like around 2000. I would say 2006 ish.
Okay.
Around then, and like that's when I first met DJ Verse, and like back then Verse was doing like something called Sidewalk Radio, and Sidewalk Radio was kind of like a sister station for Live Mix Show,
Okay.
aka Cerritos All Stars. So,
Live mix shows what 360 talked about when we interviewed her, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't that one of those?
Yeah.
things she
Yeah.
was talking about?
The internet radio stuff.
Yeah.
So they have
Yeah.
Cerritos All Stars. Like these guys, all of them have been friends since the early '90s. They were all affiliated with like Mixwell and like Stax and all that, and then they grew into Live Mix Show when the internet came about, and that's where 360, Dave Dynamics, DJ Rec, and all those guys started getting together. We had our whole little West Coast family when it came to like internet and Winamp.
Winamp,
Winamp. Yes. That is
real
dope.
player.
Refill. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
All
doubt.
good.
Ooh.
That's pretty
Me
dope,
too.
man. Like, refill for you too. Go for it. Margarita refill for you.
Well,
I
first cup.
just refilled.
First
I just
cup.
refilled.
Okay, well, cheers to the chat and cheers to Earwax.
Yeah.
Cheers, guys. I hope I'm not rambling
Salute.
too much. Like,
No,
I'm,
man.
I'm-
Oh, no.
Like, this is great.
it's
I love
all that
it's-
is.
This is your
There's
show.
so much shit like I wanna talk about, and like there's so much stuff that like I've seen like that I wanted. It's so cool. Like a platform like this, we could actually talk about stuff that there's like stuff like having a bunch of costumes like in your cabin after DJing a cruise ship party, and it's like
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Whatever stories you want to tell, man.
Yeah, tell your
Another
stories.
question.
dude.
another question before we go farther, and this is the Mike Rocca question. As soon as you got your mixer, how long did it take you to beat match?
To
The
learn
first time.
to beat
Okay.
match.
Okay. So before I started, like I didn't spin hip hop. I was a deep house guy. So like I was all about Richard Humpty Vision,
Yes.
DJ Henry. Like they did the show on Power 106 called Power Tools, and they always played like the dope, like a lot of like Latin style freestyle house. Like Artie the One Man Party. Cheers, Ralph. Artie the One Man Party, and like Cafe Con Leche, El Presidente, DJ Tragic, like all the underground construction. That's Chicago based, right? The underground
Yeah,
construction.
you see.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, all that UC
Yeah.
stuff. Like that's the first time. Like all the CZR, all that stuff. I was able to like get all that stuff because I was listening to Power 106, and I was able to mix my first two records, mixing house records with my mixer. how long it took after I bought that Radio Shack Optimus mixer. Damn. I would say within a few weeks. Within a few weeks, I would say.
Okay.
I was still getting
Okay.
used to like writing pitches and stuff, and like I
Self-taught
was
too.
yeah, total self-taught. Like I didn't have unfortunately I didn't have anyone that like a Kuya that DJ'd. I had to like all trial and error. Yeah.
You didn't have anybody telling you just to feel it, like feel the music, you feel it. Because so we like to tell the story. Earwax, do you know Artie DJ Wildcat's story? Are you aware of his learning how to
It's
beat
like a
match
bedtime story that we play.
It is. Yes, we
Share
try to pass this along to all the
every,
DJs.
Here, let me adjust.
You can.
Let me adjust the levels here.
Please
Yeah,
share.
yeah, okay. So,
I-
so DJ Wildcat, I want to let you tell the story, Wildcat, so I don't mess it up.
Yeah, so I started DJing in '94 with my dad, and my dad Aris Tapaccio, he would teach me how to DJ or how to mix on the turntables in our basement. So every week, every day, I'd put in at least an hour of trying to beat match, and he would teach me by just showing me how he would mix it, and it would just be like, you just gotta feel it. You just gotta feel the song. If one song feels like it's going faster than the other, you gotta catch up to it. You just gotta feel it. It took me a year, and I still couldn't figure it out. And then one of the DJs that my dad had under his company, Bad Mix Boy. So you see him in the chat sometimes. So Bad Mix Boy, he comes to the house and he's like, "Oh, what's Artie doing?" And my dad's like, "Oh yeah, he's trying to mix in the basement." He's like, "Okay, I will go down there." So he goes down to the basement. He's like, "Artie, what are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm trying to mix." And he's like, You just need to get the first beat, and once you get the first beat, you start you match on the first beat.
Uh-huh.
So that's like a year into me practicing. I finally figured out the first beat and got it in like 30 minutes.
Well, but so DJ Earwax just said he had no
However-
teacher.
He had no teacher.
Okay, he had no
He had
he
no teacher.
self-taught. So
You
we're
gotta
saying,
feel it.
and yeah, he knew how to feel it. So like, we're saying no YouTube, no nothing. So here's how it works, Earwax. We
no
rate
YouTube.
all our DJs on where we're at. So just to give you a comparison, we have Chris Cut is somewhere up here above the screen because she did a flare the
Figured
first
it
time
out,
she
like,
touched.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first time she
And
touched
like
the record, she did
within
a flare.
hours. Within
Yeah,
hours.
so within hours. So she's up here. Then we have like there's like Kid Chris and DJ Rex, and then Brothers Keepers around there too. 360s up here. You're about right here too, Earwax, because you're self-taught. So you're like right here, like right on the screen. Now then you have Artie. Okay, so if Artie is this yellow piece of paper, he goes way down there. Like,
I was 12. I was 12 years old, guys. 12 years old.
But you should
yeah, remember?
learn faster
easier
as
when you're a
a
child.
child.
Yeah, you learn fast as a child. So we just wanted to let you know where you are in comparison to Chris Cut, and then DJ Wildcat, who is all the way down.
I'm down here. I'm like down here. Down here. Yeah.
There you go. That's all we want. Oh, hello. Congratulations on being pregnant. I don't know if she can hear us. Congratulations
Hi,
on being
Mrs.
pregnant.
Earwax.
Hello,
Congrats.
Mrs. Earwax.
I'm Mrs. Earwax.
Oh yeah, they say hi. They say hi. Yeah.
Congratulations.
You hear? Oh yeah. She said congratulations. Yeah, said thing. But yeah,
I missed it. When are you guys
Salute.
due?
This coming Friday.
Friday.
Yeah.
Oh, for
Friday.
real? Holy
Yeah.
smokes!
Yeah.
Right.
What number
Yeah.
is it? What number is it?
Those. Yeah.
You know what it is? The sex of the baby.
Oh yeah. Baby boy, we're done. We got a boy and a girl. We're done.
Boy and a girl.
You got one of each. You're done. Perfect. Yay! So exciting.
Thanks, baby. You okay? Yeah. If you want to fill that up. Oh no, I'm already drinking. I'm like, it's like you want to fill up my wine glass? No, I'm already drinking this.
Yeah.
Okay.
No mixing of alcohols.
No.
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Thanks, baby.
I've done that Way too many
So what
times.
brought you from LA to Vegas? How did that happen? Like, what's the story there?
Man, so what brought me from LA to Vegas? My boy was going to UNLV at the time, and I was during my off time. This is like after I graduated from CSUN. I had some time off where I'd go and hang out with my boy. My boy had this. His parents had a fat ass house here in Vegas, and I actually stayed there like months at a time just to meet and greet different people. And this is like 2005, 2006, and this is where I first met Presto, who was a Vegas native. I met DJ Presto one here, and from there, like I met so many other dope DJs that here in the Vegas area, um, meeting, greeting people, and then 2007 comes along. I get a call from the Beatles Revolution Lounge at the Mirage. Basically, they asked
Cool.
me, "Hey, would you like to come spin for us 7 nights a week?" I was like,
Wow.
"Fuck yeah, let's go!"
Oh, yeah.
I literally I came. I didn't even come to Vegas with a car. I literally had like two duffel bags. I came here with two duffel bags and a dream. Like straight up, it sounds cheesy as shit, but literally I came with two bags. Like I didn't even come with a car. And at the time, I stayed here. I came, did 7 nights a week. We did that for almost a year. 7 nights. I didn't have a day off, and I was able to build everyone that I knew here in Vegas and got my
Yeah. Your network.
foundation. And like yeah, like 2007 was like a very big, crazy turning point in my life because yeah, I finished CSUN. I I had nothing to lose. I was like, sure, I'll do it. And then I literally the next week I moved to Vegas, and then I'm here 14 years later. Yeah.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Wow. That's amazing. So it started with the Beatles lounge is what you're saying, right? The Beatles tribute lounge. That was actually a cool area. I've been there like to that thing back in that day. That was awesome. And then what else? Like I know you things that you're part of. You're part of Tao Group now, SBE Las Vegas and Hakkasan Group, right? Like how did all that weave into the whole
It's
thing?
like Vegas is such a small clientele. Everyone knows each other. Believe it or not, like we did so if you guys heard of Cirque du Soleil, right? They have all the shows around town. They had a Monday, so a lot of them are French Canadians, and they love house. They love like super like deep and like hard electro. And they had that on Mondays, so they had the guest DJ come on Mondays. The guest DJ was the music director of Tao Las Vegas. He's like, "Hey man, throw give me a mix, and then we'll try you out. We'll try you out over here at Tao." This is like 2008, and like Tao just Tao's like it was like the hottest clubs as
I was like
Tao.
B Club at the time.
Tao and Trist
Yeah.
were like
Yeah.
the hottest
Oh,
clubs in
Trist.
Vegas at that time. So he's like, "Hey man, like you wanna come come spin for me?" Got a Saturday night, open up for like guys like Vice, Deluxe 5, and I was able to do nights there on a regular. I was there every Saturday, so I was at Revolution on Fridays, Tao on Saturdays, and then I that's how I met so many people. To this day, I still keep on contact with, and from there I met people that run the Light Group, that turned into Hakkasan Group, and that's how I got in with them. And yeah, it's crazy. Like 5 years in Vegas, it's the nightlife scene is so different. Like so much money is like they put so much money into the club. and then they open up another club like the following year, try to top that club, and try to top that club, and like it's either it works or it doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? But all the groups work together, and they have their set guys of DJs. Just like Chi-Town, they all have their set guys, and like like that's dope that they open a Tao in Chicago.
Yeah.
Like one of the old light group guys that worked here is working at the Tao in Chicago, and that place. So hopefully, make a Chi-Town trip in the next year or two when everything opens. We'll see.
Yeah, maybe you can
That'd
hook
be
us
cool,
up
man.
for entry.
Woo, yeah.
Let's
It's
go.
not easy to
We'll
get
get a
in there.
table.
I know the
Yeah.
DJ.
Get a
I know the
table,
DJ.
Yeah.
a booth.
We got lucky when we were there last time, right, Jeff? We knew somebody that knew.
DJ Nology used to work the door. Oh, that was when it was Castle, and
Okay.
then
Yeah.
when it became
Chicago,
Tao,
right?
yeah,
Okay.
we knew one of the restaurant managers.
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
there.
It was the old Excalibur, which is
Yeah.
like a legendary building in itself
Yeah.
in Chicago.
Yeah,
Yeah, the building.
nice.
The
Yeah.
building is actually historical, isn't it? Like
Yeah, it's
you can't.
yeah, it's over. It's like
No
100
matter
years
what.
old.
Yeah, you
Oh,
couldn't tear
wow.
it down.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
supposedly haunted. Just so you know.
supposedly haunted.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, that's dope. Yeah, I love haunted clubs. If you guys ever went to Seattle, there's a club called Trinity. That shit is
I've heard.
straight up haunted. It is
haven't been there,
really,
but I've
really
heard.
haunted. All those Forum Social House guys, they'll be like, yeah, that place is so haunted. I was there after hours. Lights flicker, doors closing. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. Like, that's the first time I've been to a nightclub, and I'm like seeing this paranormal stuff happen before my eyes. I've never seen it before. Here in
Wow.
Vegas, all the clubs are brand new, right? Over there,
Yeah.
that shit is.
What happened? Do you know what happened?
It's
Why
haunted?
there's paranormal activity there?
So basically, like your Excalibur, the actual building where Trinity sits was like a saloon / whorehouse, and there was a lot. Obviously a lot of people died in there. So there's this Trinity, and then the only untouched part is like the third floor or like the top floor. The top floor, that's where all the craziness is happening. Like all the ghosts are all the mumu is just like hanging out, like kicking it, like ready to
Maybe
like.
they're dancing to the music though.
Oh yeah, it's like, oh man, is that Earwax? Let's go.
They're vibing up there.
That's insane because that
Yeah.
sounds like the same. That sounds like the same deal as Excalibur, the castle building, because up on the highest levels are the peaks, and actually there's nobody allowed up there, and it's supposedly for storage, and that's where it's supposed to be haunted, is upstairs, like all the way up on the top that nobody goes
Wow.
to in the storage areas.
That's crazy. Yeah, like a lot of these historic buildings where like all these clubs, have been for years, like club after club after club. Like, for sure, there's just been so much activity, and like they just hang out. I'm like a big Ghost Adventures fan, right? So like I do believe all that stuff. Like they're
My
hanging
wife
out.
is too.
Yeah, hell yeah,
I'm gonna have to tell her now. Hey, we have to go to Seattle. We're gonna check this out.
for sure, dude. For
Club
sure,
Trinity.
totally. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mumos,
Mumu.
for sure. There's Mumu up there for sure.
So the us.
I hear you, also Schmo. Hell yeah, dude.
Abed's a big fan of scary stuff too, so it looks like we're joining you, Wildcat.
Let's go. Let's
I'll
go.
wait outside.
We'll we'll hit up FaZe and the rest of the Seattle crew.
I'll
We'll
go
bring-
eat somewhere while you guys.
We'll bring paranormal instruments.
Dude, I want to go. So Excalibur is where Tao is now, right?
Yes,
It was
that's
Excalibur and Vision, and then it became Castle, and now it's Tao.
Believe it or not,
See-
I've never been to Chicago in my life. I know.
Whoa.
I know.
Oh man,
What?
In my
Can't wait
life.
for you.
Here we
Can't wait
go.
for you to visit.
Come on over.
Well,
I
DFH
need
tour, DFH World
DFH
Tour.
tour.
That's what happened.
I'm ready to
coming
eat
this
some
way.
deep dish pizza. I'm down.
No, we got tavern style pizza for you, man. Yeah, you'll be all right.
Oh,
You know,
damn.
deep
Got a
dish
lot
is
of
like
kinds of pizza.
we got a lot of pizza, but we'll get you some deep dish, and then we'll go eat tavern style pizza, and then
You
you'll
hear
have
that,
real
Mrs.
strong
Earwax? We're gonna eat some tavern pizza. Mrs. Earwax, what's up?
tavern style.
We going?
That's where it's at.
What is tavern style?
It's the regular
difference
pizzas we
between
get with the squares. squares.
Square pizza.
The regular pizzas, yeah.
That's
Pan?
It's actually not like anywhere else but Chicago.
What?
It's
I've
tavern.
never had it.
You hate tavern
Square
pizza.
slices.
Yeah,
I love
you,
squares.
why?
Oh, Detroit? Is that what you're
Because
talking about?
it's
Detroit?
because you can hold it with one hand. Like it's
I can
supposed to
hold
be
my,
meant,
I can
have
hold
to
my
Google
deep dish slice with one hand.
but tavern style pizza is meant to be like a snack, like while you're drinking beer.
I don't
Like
yeah,
at your home.
yes, I can see that.
Snack.
Yeah,
Is
That's
that like
the
a
point.
special
It's
kind of
supposed
pizza?
Pollutan.
yeah.
It's like it's like that. It's like drunk food, you
You
know.
can
And
also,
it's
yeah. We'll take you to
It's
Portillo's.
just thin crust.
Get some
This
real
is
hot
thin
dogs.
crust.
yeah.
We'll go
it's
to
thin
Maxwell
crust.
Street. We'll party
Oh.
at Tao, and then we'll go to Maxwell Street.
No, we'll
Get
go to
some-
Portillo's.
Oh man, we're ready. Damn,
We're going
Should-
everywhere. Whatever you
should we
do,
book-
just don't
should we
come
just
in
book the
winter.
flight?
Sorry, I'm so angry.
Dude,
I don't know
book the flight.
why.
Book
Don't
the flight,
go
bro.
now. Don't come here
Don't
right
come
now.
in
Just don't
February.
come
Yeah,
here.
wait.
What
wait,
is this
wait for a little bit.
tavern-style pizza?
Yeah, how do you not know what tavern style
Speak
is? Like, all right,
I
it's
know
just you've
what
eaten it a
crust
million
is.
times.
I didn't realize that you call tavern style pizza the square pizza.
Yeah, it's like regular pizza here.
So
Like the
that's how
regular
you just
Chicago
thin
thin crust is
crust.
called tavern
It's just
style.
it's just a thin crust pizza. Just
Thin
cut
crust.
squares.
Yeah, I call it thin crust. See,
Yeah.
It is
Okay.
thin.
Yeah, you can,
Okay.
you can
agree to
just
disagree.
look it up.
Johnny.
It's tavern style. Pizza.
I'm with you, Rap. I'm with you.
See,
Yes,
Make
Ham
up
Ravi,
words.
yes.
100% right.
Yes, Markeem.
Ham Ravi knows this up.
We got to do Johnny's.
I
We'll do
learned
Johnny's
something
for Italian beef. Got to get the Italian beef over there. Also,
Just be
Al's
ready
beef,
to eat
that's
when you
good.
come here.
Yeah,
We're not
yeah.
even gonna go out.
Right.
I know. Just the
See,
house-
Mrs.
No, we'll
Earwax-
eat, and we'll be good to drink at night.
Ooh. All right.
That's how
I
it
see some
works.
mumu. I
You
see some
eat,
mumu at Tao.
Drink,
All right.
and then you eat
Yes.
again.
And then we'll see Mumu at
Eat, drink, eat.
Yeah, yeah.
Momotown.
The Tao mumu. Yeah.
The Tao Mumu.
The Tao
Go see the
Mumu.
Tao Mumus.
Just reading.
Wait, see. Yeah, so when you come here, we'll go to Tao for sure. I want to show you Vince was saying it earlier. There's secret rooms in Tao. There's secret rooms, and there's places like if you know somebody that works there, like you can ask them to bring you to the weird like storage area rooms. Technically,
Yeah.
It's easy to get lost there.
The first time I met Vince Maxino was at Excalibur. I think I DJ'd. I DJ'd and then he went right after me. That's the first time I met Vince Maxino.
Did he burn you?
No.
no.
I got
No,
this.
no,
I
no.
got this. I got this.
Yeah, no. We're good.
Nice. Heck yeah. Awesome.
All right,
Hell yeah.
where were we?
I don't even
We
know.
just started talking about food. We went on a food tangent.
I know. That's what happens with
we started
DFA.
talking about muumuus.
Yeah,
in the,
you know, DFH.
muumuus
We
in
went
the
from
club.
ghosts to food, and somehow we're here. Nobody knows how we got here. So you're in Vegas, and you're doing Tao, and you're with the the different groups and stuff, and then making your way around the circuit over there. Like, what was that like then, and what did you see it become? Because I know it's different. It's different than it was when you started there 15 years ago. Because I was going there then, as well. What's the change in the scene? It's really interesting to me to hear it from someone that's been there that long.
Now everyone is all about like that mega. Like I think what like kind of was a blessing, but kind of effed it up was the whole Hakkasan thing. Ever since that guy, that one dude that got denied at one of the Wynn nightlife properties.
I heard this. Yeah.
Homeboy like really changed the game because all of a sudden we get like all this oil money. A lot of that Hakkasan money is oil money. So they basically have so much money to just spill, and it's like they're not even into nightclubs. They're just doing it just for the fact of like putting their money somewhere. They don't need the revenue from the for these nightclubs. But when Hakkasan acquired Light Group, that was the start of a lot of the changes coming to the city. It I wouldn't say it messed it up, but it kind of like tipped it over where like they kind of didn't have any more, like before nightclubs had a theme to it. Like Tao had the Asian theme, XS had like the very exquisite, whatchamacallit theme. Beatles Revolution had like that theme. But like they kind of like lost track of theming a nightclub and having some kind of identity to it. Like they just did big room and like fucking we'll just fill it with Tiesto, and like they didn't
Yeah.
really have any kind of there was no more formula. Like everyone like on everyone started doing for the big room. And what sucks with the big room, a lot of the big room stuff, instead of me headlining, I'm opening up for guys like
The celebrities.
the
Yeah.
celebrity
Celebrity
stuff.
Celebrity.
DJs.
know,
Yeah.
yeah, like during that time, they did, I opened up for Pauly D, and I open up for like the celebrity DJs, and then like they have like the all the EDM guys, and like yeah, it's cool that every weekend you could come to Vegas and it'll feel like EDC, but it sucks because they don't play to the room. These guys play their songs. Like it's like okay, they're filling places up, but they're not playing to what everyone wants to hear. But then again,
Right.
half of everyone that's there are either on
Just for them.
drugs or they're fucking they're there because they want to experience that EDC kind of
Right.
vibe on a regular weekend. You
What
know
would
what
you
I'm
say like that boom with the nightclubs kind of lined up with or was because of like kind of the EDM boom in a way too? Because I mean, that's kind of around the time when Insomniac decided to host EDC in Vegas, right?
Yeah. Yep. That was around the same time when Insomniac wanted to do the EDC over here at the Speedway. Like they were like seeing the influx of people coming in every weekend, buying bottles, this and that. So Insomniac said, "Hey, let's just do a festival here in Vegas. Like it's like it's not too far away from LA. So all the
Right,
LA people will
exactly.
come in, all the Arizona people will come in. They'll all drive in, do it in Vegas, and that kind of shifted all like the local DJs like me, all like the DJ Karmas, DJ Fives, DJ Local Las Vegas. They kind of it sucks because they kind of like not like we still got our money, but there's this okay, like what you did, Mike Rocca. This is fucking Tiesto. You don't even see him anymore. And then here's Earwax Chump Change, and it's
With the
like
local DJs. Yeah.
you guys could pay someone like this. I get it. People are coming in, they're spending bottles, but it kind of hurts the industry because it's like people are doing it, but if like no offense to house music, but like that the EDM thing kind of is dying out in the city. Like it was that well before the pandemic and all that. EDM was dying out, and like that's why Hakkasan were promoting their Heart of Omnia, where they played open format, and their Ling Ling room at Hakkasan, marquee with boombox. Like the main rooms that were main rooms became the small rooms because all the Tiestos and Calvin Harrises are doing all that, and kind of sucks, but hopefully with the pandemic, clubs when they do eventually open, they can't have like crazy people. So maybe that's an open door for the local DJs to come in, keep people there, and the people that are there, keep them spending because we know how to work the room. We're not playing the last track that we just mastered on Ableton like a last night. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right. It's interesting to hear your point of view from Vegas, especially because I feel like there was it was the same thing. It was the EDM bubble, right? Where you had the Tiestos and the Calvin Harrises and all those big DJs coming in and doing their thing. And in Chicago, I mean, me being like, we're probably about the same age, Wax. And in Chicago, when I was in my 20s, it was a big club scene, right? Like it was like you went to the club and you partied at the club, and it was club.
Yep.
Like you dressed up, you went and dressed to your tens, and you partied like that. You bought bottles and popping shit. And what happened is that EDM came along, and then the feel of the club scene moved to festivals here in Chicago. And slowly you started seeing a change in the way the clubs were here. The clubs stopped being less pop bottles, do your thing, more like what, with what your brother Mike was doing, like ultra sports bar type things, right? It was more of a laid back feel, but still trying to keep like the party feel. And it changed everything. Like most of our clubs shut down. I mean, like, like I can't think of one big club still in Chicago besides things like Tao, which aren't even just a club, right? Like Tao's not even just a club anymore. It's a restaurant.
Yeah. Restaurant too.
Right.
The only thing that's still staying afloat, it's probably like, I know Prism is still
Prism's still
trying to. That's probably the only thing though right now. I'm not sure what the status is. I mean, Soundbar's obviously been around forever, and Spy Bar too. But that's pretty much it.
And that's pretty much it, right? And I think that's what, around the same time things were happening in Vegas is around the same time things were happening here, and the culture was shifting. And we couldn't find a way to make an ultra club, right? Like we couldn't find a way to make a mega, what was it? It's called a mega club there, right? Or something like that. In Vegas.
Mega Club, yeah.
They couldn't find a way to do that here. So instead they had festivals come in, like Spring Awakening and Wavefront and those type of things to change that culture. And it drew it away, and it just changed everything. And I feel like it changed things for the better. Like I feel like you had more opportunities for DJs in these different like places, like places that your brother had, Jeff, like, Estate and what's Trophy Room and things like that. More opportunities for DJs that aren't big names, when in Earwax's case, they kind of just took over all the things, right? When we had two separate things, we had two separate places for people to go for those, which was interesting to me and nice. So I don't know. I wanted to hear our same parallel during those times. And it's a different way of going. Yeah.
For sure, man. Yeah, like I'm not the only nightlife that I know, that I hear, like growing up in LA, that I heard about Chicago is like you guys had like big like Asian parties that were like super huge. We had like all our shout out to Remark. He always DJing like the dope parties like at downtown LA, like Vertigos, and like we had like the Bridges. But like Chicago, like you guys had like, what did I could have sworn I always saw like flyers of like, this is like during like the Sounds and Grooves Fascination flyer party days. We always like Chicago was like, they had like the everyone from all the other states come in and have an event there. I don't know if it was just for that, or they just did a communal thing like in Chicago, but that's the only thing that I heard from Chicago that was like super big.
Like old school schmo saying like big ups to Ginseng and Prophecy.
Yeah,
like,
I mean there were like there were Asian focused like promoters too, and like honestly, I think the Asian scene in Chicago is actually not even that big. It's to me,
we're just strong. It's not big,
everyone like eventually kind of just knows everybody around here.
Yeah.
But yeah, everyone was going to the same parties because there was the same kind of 2 or 3 Asian promoters like doing it all. Yeah. So everyone always ended up at the same venues.
Yep.
Crazy. Yeah, I had no idea, but like growing up here, and then I'm seeing how nightlife, like I did Hollywood, and oh yeah, we didn't even talk about Hollywood. Fuck. But yeah, Hollywood, and then
go back to it.
All right. Well, when I was in LA before I moved to Vegas, this was like right before I moved to Vegas. This is like 2006, 2005. I was doing social house with Seraphin. Seraphin was like a really good friend of mine from. He was living in Florida, and then he moved to the Valley, Northridge, and we were DJing all like the cool Hollywood parties and stuff. You know, like this is before like Music Box, before like the LMFAO Mondays at whatever you call that. This is like before all that stuff. Like all the stuff we were doing was like the exclusive, cool Hollywood events. I would say like where you had to know someone. It wasn't like open to like the public. But yeah, doing that stuff with Seraphine, like shout out to DJ Seraphine, like he's not even on Twitch, I don't think. But yeah, me and him, we did so many of those exclusive Hollywood parties, but social house on Sunset was like one of the big nights that I love doing on Fridays with him. And yeah, like going back to like how Vegas is run and how Hollywood was run, seeing those two, how DJs played into like the whole nightlife scene. Like in Hollywood, everything we got paid through promoters. Like we got so and so. Hey man, where's my money? Where's my money? Come to Vegas, I'm getting a check from fucking MGM Resorts, cutting me a check. Like I'm getting like a full. I was like, 1099. What the fuck is that? I don't know what that is.
1099. What?
So that's when I had to like get all my finances together here in Vegas. You know, that's when I had to like legit get my DBA and everything like that, my sole prop, and like it was so different how they ran things over there. And like that's another reason why I was so done with LA, because all those shady, sleazy promoters, and then you come over here to Vegas where like, you know, you're legitimately getting a check. They're giving you a check and like, or they're doing a direct deposit.
You're getting paid on time.
Yeah, you're not waiting for promoter A, promoter B for
getting paid on time.
Yeah, exactly. It's another big thing. Yeah. So different how they're so organized here in Vegas, like how they organize everything, like when it comes to operations, being friends with operations managers and stuff, like what they do to make sure everything's running smoothly, and like how DJs is such an essential part in like having everything run smoothly. And what's dope about it, we get our money when we need it, you know? So now, I was like, fuck it.
Do you feel like you're treated better there than you had been in LA?
100%. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Like there was, you know, not to call any names, but there, you know, like I moved to Vegas, and then all of a sudden, like all these guys in LA were like trying to hit me up. Oh shit, you DJ at town now? Yeah, too fucking big time. I'm like, dude, I waited for 2 weeks for your check, man. What? All of a sudden you're fucking paying me now? Like, it was like it was a very big transition for the better, because you know I'm dealing with people that are organized, and people, you know, they don't mess around. You know, fucking 1099s are like, oh, what? all right, sign me up. You know, yeah,
that's crazy.
Very big. It was so different. Like learning the Hollywood nightlife scene, learning to the Vegas nightlife scene. It was similar in ways, but they were so different in how they ran everything. Damn, it's crazy.
And through all of that, like, you know, making your way through the Vegas scene and making your network and so on and so forth, at some point you got voted most talented DJ in Las Vegas, right? How did that happen?
Yeah. Basically,
show us the reward. You got the award somewhere?
Let's see it.
Yeah.
Let's see it.
See that over there? This thing.
Yeah.
Let me get it. Hold on.
Yeah, get it. Yeah, he had won most talented DJ in Las Vegas.
Cool.
It's pretty dope.
That is dope.
And he's got like a platinum record for it.
That's cool.
Hold on, let me dust it off real quick.
You gotta dust it off.
You mean you don't kiss it every night?
Yeah, right? You don't kiss it and hug it every night, man.
It's my baby.
There you go. Okay, you guys see it? There you go.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
amazing.
That's really cool.
So with this thing, like this, I was a resident DJ at this club, the Bank nightclub. But I wasn't a resident when I received this award. But basically, this was like during the light group days, like before Hakkasan acquired it. Like they were doing like like different kinds of things without nightlife, and like having rewards and stuff like that. And I was able to get this yeah, back in 2011. And like it was a crazy moment, because like I really didn't think I was gonna win. Like I went against like guys like Five and Vice, and like all like the guys who've been putting in work way before I came in. And like they I was like, oh shit, I won, really cool. And like, yeah, they gave me this award. Shout out to Jack Colton, who basically organized everything together, and then the light group who actually hosted. The Bank nightclub was at the Bellagio, and it was owned by the light group before Hakkasan took over. And that was my Saturday night. And like, yeah, this thing was like, ooh, yeah. I think it's an actual Serato record. I think I've never opened this thing, but yeah, like this was
I can see myself in it.
It's a Serato record.
Yeah.
You think you
In
can
the
use
reflection.
it as a controller?
We could see it.
yeah. They said it was either Serato or a Tractor record, but I think I think it's a Serato record. I'm not sure. I've never opened this thing, but yeah, this thing was.
Let's try it now. I'm just kidding. Don't.
It's
don't
like
do
an
it.
unreleased Daft Punk album
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, secret
that you've had the
secret
whole time.
song,
Oh man! Speaking of Daft Punk,
secret code.
Yeah.
Oh, Daft Punk.
Who knows? Who knows?
It's sad
Play
news.
backwards. Play a -50.
Yeah.
Says
Play,
like say some crazy shit. I don't know.
could be.
play it at a 44 speed. See what happens.
Right? Some mumu. Some mumu.
So it's a mumu.
Oh, it's coming for full circle.
So,
I forgot to even show some of these pictures. Let's.
Oh yeah.
oh wait, yeah, you got pictures.
I didn't
Let's
miss
show
any
some pictures.
pictures.
No,
Oh.
you did not. You did not. So.
Oh
let's
yeah,
see. I
because
think
I've been
this one's
backstage the whole time.
This one's at Light.
Oh yeah. The,
Cool.
Nice.
nightclub.
Been to light once. That was awesome.
I've been to Light. I think about it now. I'm like, man, I've been to a bunch of these clubs, probably around the time that Earwax.
Who knows? These guys were probably opening.
Yeah,
Are you
and I was like,
really?
I was probably there, like this one right here, at Bellagio, right here.
The
At Hyde.
Bellage.
I'm like, I know I partied at Hyde.
What are you talking about? You're right
Like-
there.
Oh yeah, I see
here.
myself.
I see
Yeah,
you.
I'm
I
right
see you.
here. Right here.
There
Right
you
here.
go. Zoom, zoom,
Right here.
zoom,
Oh my
zoom.
god! I am
I didn't
zoomed
give
in.
it a shout out.
Enhance,
Sorry.
enhance.
I
I
see
see
you.
it. I see
Enhance.
it. Right,
Zoom,
right,
enhance.
Let me see it. Let me see it. I can get in there.
Who's this guy in front of the DJ booth?
Right there, I can see it.
Oh, you're
yeah.
No, that's the
see myself
moo. That's the
right there.
moo. That was a moo.
Close your eyes. The moo is looking at us. Stop it.
Oh, whoa.
Whoa, whoa!
Back it up. Back it up. Back it up.
Relax.
Back
Relax.
it up.
This is
Relax.
R-rated, not
Guys.
MC-17.
Relax.
Who's that guy to the far end of the DJ booth? What's he doing?
The guy with the
This guy
He's
glass.
getting a
Oh,
number.
glasses.
He's getting a number.
This guy.
Oh, there's
Oh, I thought you meant to the
shit.
right.
on the right.
Fuck. You know
Oh, this
that.
guy right here.
Okay, so the
No,
guy with the
zoom
glasses, the guy with the glasses was basically he was like one of the guys that that tech for me for this high school prom I did. He did the lights and the setup, and he's never been to a nightclub before, and he's like, "Hey man, I want to meet the lighting guy, and I want to see what you guys do at a nightclub." And that guy was like on cloud nine. He's like, "Oh my god, the girl."
Ooh.
He looks like he doesn't go out. You know what I'm saying? Like he's like, "Oh, this guy, he's having the time of his life." And the guy,
In
the other
deep
guy-
concentration.
exactly, the other guy with the black, that's actually DJ Hollywood. He was an old school, pure nightclub resident, along with like AM DJ Casanova. That guy is like a New Jersey native, but OG pure nightclub. At Caesar's Palace where Omni is now. He was like one of the main residents. Very, very, very prestigious DJ right there. Yeah, he was hanging
Nice.
out.
Mm.
But yeah,
how
that
about
was
this?
a cool night. Oh yeah, that's Apex Social Club. Rest in peace, Palms. This
Oh,
used to be
Oh,
called Ghost.
Palms.
Yeah, it used to be Ghost Bar.
Ghost
Back-
Bar.
Ghost Bar. Yeah, Ghost
Okay.
Bar. I've been to Ghost
Moo
Bar.
Bar.
didn't
Moo
Palms
Bar.
renovate too? I thought Palms was going through like a big renovation.
No, yeah, they did, and then the COVID came in, and
Yeah.
they just completely stopped. Everything with Palms, they completely stopped, and they
Wow.
sold almost all everything that they did to renovate. They sold all of that shit out, dude,
Damn.
and they're still closed to this day. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, and like it sucks. That was a really nice venue. Yeah, that's the old Ghost Bar. The old light group. They turned into something called the Click Hospitality, and Click Hospitality bought the old Ghost Bar, and then they ran Apex at the Palms, the renovated Palms, and yeah, this was one of the last nights that they actually were open before COVID. Unfortunately,
Did you encounter ghosts here at Ghost Bar?
the ghost. I think the only ghost that I saw was the white lady. I think her name is.
Oh no.
Her
Oh
name
no.
is Aswang.
So above Ghost Bar, there is another that their big club. I think it was Moon, right?
Moon nightclub. Yes,
Moon
rest in peace,
nightclub.
Moon. Yep.
Yeah. So I remember it was like May 2009. I went to Vegas for my cousin's wedding,
Nice.
and during one of those nights, Elusive I think was with us. We went to these clubs here at the Palms. One of the nights we went to Moon, and Mrs. Wildcat, who's Mrs. Wildcat now? Like we were, she went to Vegas with some of her friends, and we met up. We went to Moon, and then I told her, I'm like, hey, you can tell everyone I took you to the moon.
Hey,
Of course.
What a line.
Mr. Suave, huh?
Yeah.
You're so smooth.
Yes,
Oh,
that's
damn.
how I
My
roll.
panties are very.
They're basa. They're very basa.
Take you to the moon, huh?
Oh my.
I'm gonna cantot later. Make some babies.
That's right. Yep. That's what made her decide to date me.
You proposed that night, didn't you?
No.
You capitalized that night.
No, not even. I
Married the next
I
day.
scored a date when we came back to Chicago.
Oh, you weren't even
I scored a
dating
date.
yet.
We weren't even dating yet. But she
Oh,
was
you
actually
were courting her.
she was yeah. So she was friends with my other cousin, and so my other cousin went to Vegas as well, and so they had a group of girlfriends that went to Vegas, and I like. She was my date for the wedding because I was one of the groomsmen.
Oh, she was your partner in the wedding?
She was my date for the wedding. She was like
Wow.
she wasn't my
I'm
like, my
surprised-
partner. She wasn't a bridesmaid. She was just she was
got
a,
it.
a guest. But,
I'm surprised after
she was
that
my
line
guest.
you even got a date. Like she even talked to you again.
Oh come on.
She was probably into it.
That was
She's
you
like,
know.
take me to the
Oh, you
sun
cheese,
next.
Yeah. What? Yeah.
Say that to her next. Say that to
Take
her
me
next.
to the
See what
sun
happens.
next.
See what happens.
Wow.
Yes.
She'll be like, "What the fuck are you talking to?"
All the planets.
Yeah. Next
Fine.
time,
Not even.
All the
Yeah,
planets.
she's gonna say like
Next
orbit.
stars or something.
I got it. Next stop is Uranus.
Oh God.
No.
And there we go. That's the show, folks.
Thank you.
That's the show, folks. Thank you all for tuning in. Thanks, guys. We're out of here. Yeah.
And
have a
where
good
were
night.
we? Next picture,
And
please.
now we're
Let's
done.
get out of the moon. Let's go
We've
past
been
the
canceled.
moon.
Officially been
Somewhere
canceled.
else.
The show is.
Where's the USB cord? Where's the USB cord? Cut it.
Yeah, pull this. Cut it. Cut the feed. Cut the feed.
Oh my god.
God.
Oh, this.
Oh, look. More
Cheers to
moo-moo
that.
Yeah, cheers to that one.
Yeah,
That was good.
hell yeah.
So wait, how come that wasn't your original line? Like, I just took you to moon. Next stop, Uranus. That should have been the first line.
That would not score any date at all. Guaranteed. Sorry.
That's a good question. That's a good
Day of the
question, Mike.
Dead.
Maybe if Mrs. Wildcat comes on the show next time, we can ask her.
If you renew your vows, that has to be like part of it. Like when we first met, I took you to the moon.
Cyber noob.
Now the next stop is Uranus.
Wow.
Oh fuck. Oh man. Okay.
We are past.
Moving on. So what picture is this?
We are at Days of the Dead.
Days of
Yes.
the Yeah, all the moo man. You like the
Oh,
moo-moo.
more ghosts.
I told you more moo for everybody. So
your
this
favorite?
is at Skylight in Nha Trang, Vietnam.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is in
Cool.
Vietnam.
Cool.
Basically, Nha Trang is a mixture of, I would say, a mixture of Hawaii and a little bit of, I would say, Hawaii and a little bit of Miami, a little bit. Yeah.
Hmm.
And basically, this was the Day of the Dead party that they brought me out to play. Shout out to TK Nguyen, Hennessy, all the fam there, Corona. But basically, yeah, these guys flew me out to play. This is the last time I played them. I played them multiple times, but this was the Halloween party, 2019. This was actually my last travel gig before the pandemic. And
Oh wow.
yeah,
Wow.
they did like they had the whole makeup on, and it was a whole Day of the Dead like kind of vibe. Like what did I think about Coco? It was like a whole
Yeah.
Coco.
Oh.
Yeah, like they were
Yeah.
Very cool.
yeah, with in Vietnam, like especially in Nha Trang, I love that city because it's so beautiful over there. It's seriously you know how everyone has a getaway like in Hawaii. There's a lot of Russians and Australians that get
Yes. Yes.
very much so, and they're all super fun. They're so nice. And like they're all about their Heineken and like oh my god, they drink so much Heineken over there. Oh my, I know, Mrs. Earwax.
Mrs. Earwax.
Uh-oh.
Next time.
Oh, caught up.
I would
Hold
like
up.
okay. I was gonna take her on this trip, but it's always with like the whole kid game. I'm gonna take it when Vietnam is gonna reopen their borders, and I'm gonna take Mrs. Earwax. I'm gonna take Juliana, and I'm gonna take our son. We're gonna live life in Vietnam. Don't worry. Get some pho from a big ass like this lady with a big ass tub, like this.
Yeah.
Love it.
Cooking since like 4:30 in the morning. Eating pho, and it's not even called pho there. It's like names that you've never heard before, and we just call it pho. It's like calling us, it's calling a fucking Subway, a sub sandwich Subway there. Like there's so many names for soup there that it's delicious.
Yeah.
But Vietnam. If you guys ever want to have a getaway and a cheap getaway, Vietnam is the way to go. Hell yeah.
Ooh.
100%.
Have you been to other cities in Vietnam? I actually have been. I've been there for like 3 weeks, and I didn't get to go to Nha Trang, which I regret now after seeing this photo. But
Yeah.
have you gone to anywhere else?
Yes, I spun in the Trang. I spun in Da Nang. Da Nang is one of like the
Oh,
most
Da Nang.
historical, beautiful cities. Oh my god,
Mhm.
by far
Mhm.
in Vietnam. Da Nang is you go to Nha Trang if you want like the whole beachfront thing. Da Nang, you go there for like the history and like a mixture of country living and a mixture of historical city. There's a lot of like historical Vietnamese occurrences that happen in Da Nang. And if you want to get bastos, you go Ho Chi Minh City, go to District 1, then you get all You get your Heinekens in, you get your Tigers in,
Mhm.
and you make you get your nails done, and then have a little funny fun, down south. You know what I'm talking about?
A funny fun.
But yeah, good
And
morning,
then
Vietnam. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
old school Schmo was asking, have you ever played in the PI?
Yes, I have played in the PI. One of my first gigs in PI was at Embassy at Fort Bonifacio when it was still Embassy. Shout out to my boy Ace Ramos over there and B Cal who brought me over there. I spun there. I spun at Privé over there, which I think that's what happened. That's what Embassy turned into Privé, and then I spun at Vanity nightclub in Taguig City, and then I spun. What is that place called? It's in Boracay. I forgot the name, but it's right there, like right on the coast. I forgot that name, but yeah, Boracay is when it was cool before they had the big ass oil spill. Like before, now the place to go is definitely what's that other city?
Palawan.
Palawan. Yes, Palawan is the new Boracay. 100%.
Mhm.
Yep. We went there for our honeymoon. It was the best.
Oh,
So good.
damn.
So relaxing.
Yeah.
I saw
I've been to
them
Boracay.
at the airport. Right?
Ooh.
Is that the only
Oh,
place
and we went to a
ran into
different Palawan. Yeah, we went to. You went to
We went to El Nido.
Princess. Yeah, and then we went to Coron. So
Yeah.
different parts of
Yep.
Palawan.
Hell yeah. See, Mrs. EarwaxXx brought you to Philippines. What about that? Juliana went to Philippines. We went to
She's
Japan.
quiet. She's quiet in that
That
portion.
counts. That
We
Do we
went
have
there.
any more pictures? Any more
No,
pictures?
no more pictures.
I should have brought more. Is there any more pictures? Sorry.
Dang.
It's all good.
No, yeah,
No,
that's
good.
it.
All good.
I could have put
All
more,
good.
but we would spend 10 hours talking about every single thing.
Yeah, it's all
I would.
good.
I love that. Wait, what other countries have you done? Any other countries outside of Vietnam and
Philippines.
PI?
Yeah. Baha Mar in the Bahamas. Shout out to the SLS Bahamas Bond nightclub over there. I spun Vancouver. Yeah, Vancouver, Canada. Van City.
We love Vancouver. I love Vancouver.
I
love Vancouver.
So beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah.
So beautiful over there. Like honestly, like I never knew what a poutine is. I was like, dude, what is this? What is this?
Love
Delicious.
poutine.
Delicious. Ooh.
Poutine.
I mean, technically, Earwax has spun at every port that he stopped at when he was on a cruise
That's
ship.
true.
Oh yeah.
Technically, you
That's
could
true,
just
that's
mark
true.
those off your list.
Oh yeah. So wait, what were all the ports? Sorry if you already went through this
Jamaica.
while I was backstage.
Jamaica.
We didn't.
Puerto Rico.
Sweet.
Ochos Rios, Puerto Rico, Virgin Islands.
Nice.
What's that other one?
Cayman
Aruba.
Islands.
Cayman Islands. Yep, and Mexico.
Cozumel.
Another part of Cozumel. Yep. There you go. Wow.
Nice.
How do you know?
Because
What do you
Jeff knows his
I've
cruises.
been on that.
He
cruise.
knows that royal.
He went
I've been
on
on
that
the co-
specific
I've been on the
cruise. He's
Cozumel
been on a
cruise.
Oh damn.
Were you DJing in 2009 by chance?
No, I was ready.
That would be funny though if you DJ.
That'd be hilarious. I mean,
That would be wild.
The DJ was
was-
Filipino.
What was the cruise line?
We went
Royal
on-
Caribbean.
Royal?
Royal
Royal
Caribbean.
Caribbean.
I like royal.
I did Royal Caribbean in 2003, I think.
Mm.
Oh no, it was in the 90s. It was probably like 98, 99.
I think I went in the 90s as well
Yeah.
Earwax would not have been
for
your DJ.
royal. Cancun.
I was
Because I did-
I was still worrying about my popped amps on my house party.
Yeah.
That's funny. So good. So let's talk about Twitch, man. I know that you were spinning on Twitch before DFH because I had seen you prior to like you doing a DFH set. You had one of the dopest overlay setups I had seen at that point. I think you had like the retro TV with the Nintendo
Oh
Like,
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Dude,
I
shit was
remember
dope,
that.
dude. I mean, look, I'm a Mario fan. I love all that stuff. And when I saw that, I was like, oh damn, like this dude's killing it right now. How did you start Twitch, and how did you find that, and what brought you there?
Damn. So yeah, like that. Those were one of my first overlays, and like, I love those overlays, and like, I started what I my boy Charlie Darker. So me, Charlie
Oh,
Darker.
you know Charlie Darker?
Yeah.
I've watched his streams, and I've tried to get him on DFH. Holler for me. I want
Okay,
him on
yeah.
DFH.
Holler.
I got you, Mike. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. I've been trying to get at him, but I don't know how to contact him because he has his Twitch messages off, so I couldn't hit him up.
I'll text him after the stream. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I
Charlie
wanna book him.
Darker got me and DJ Verse. He's like, hey man, because at the time, this is like literally the beginning of the pandemic. He's like, hey man, I just got some donations. I got these things called bits. He was using his cousin's who's a gamer, obviously, stream name, and he was like, hey man, you guys got to get on this. I legit got so and so amount. I'm like, all right, cool. Me and DJ Verse were like, oh shit, okay, cool, let's do it. Pretty much like, yeah, we got into it, and like, oh my god, so many trials and tribulations of like frame rates and camera. Oh my god, that was such a headache, like just to get a clear stream, and like, oh man, I archived all those old those preliminary streams in the beginning, and like I'm like looking at it, like I'm like, fuck, like ouch, like I'm always like stuttering, or and like, I stream all Mac, like I'm an all Mac guy, so I didn't know the intensity of what OBS wanted. I actually was streaming with, before OBS, I was on what is that called? Ustream. We were doing Ustream back in 2012, 2013. Me and the Jimi Hunter School, we called it like Fam Bam Wednesdays. It was me, Charlie Darker, Boom Bad Kids, Sal and John, Chuck Fader, and Presto. We were doing this from Presto's house, which is Jinky's X360 if you're listening. And basically, we were streaming there then, and that's what we first got. Like, this is before HDMI capture cards and shit. Like, we were using, like, you probably have one of these in your house, Mike. Like, it's one of these, like, if you want to hook up multiple, like, AV systems, like that, either not a coax, but the yellow
RCA,
red.
RCA, yeah, RCA with video, so it's a component, yeah.
You have the little
composite.
Yeah,
and then you switch the buttons. Yeah, you press the button and it switches over to the other device.
So we were using
switcher.
like two of those hooked up to Sony 8mm camcorders back in the Ustream days. Damn, dude, like I got and then we were using that to go in between
switch
different
cameras.
sources. Yeah. And like, this was
that's smart though.
And like, we were doing that, like, 2012, 2013, and like, this is before capture cards, this is before Elgato, this is before Amazon, and like, we were using that. We had one, I forgot what kind of capture card we were using we were using like our 2006 MacBook Pro, like, I forgot what we were using. But we were changing the angles, like how we change streams on a Stream Deck or a Touch Portal.
Mm-hmm.
We were using fucking those physical buttons on the little component things,
just
and we had two of
hitting
them.
the button to switch it over. That's dope, man. I would have never thought of that. I used it for things like, like I had a PlayStation and a
that's what I
DVD
had.
player, and like on your TV, and you would just switch your different inputs, right? Like almost like input switching, right?
Yeah.
Manually.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's dope though. The using that for that was pretty ingenious actually.
Yeah.
Super dope. Yeah. And then so you've been because you were doing the stuff with Jinky and those cats.
Yeah.
So you've been doing like internet stuff for a while, but when you came to Twitch, like how did you find? So you found that from Charlie Darker,
Yeah.
and then started streaming right away. I'm always interested in this, like DJs like yourself who are career DJs and have, a big following outside of Twitch. How was it streaming right off the bat in Twitch? What were your viewers like?
God.
It was still, I'm assuming it still wasn't like large, right? Like,
fuck no, I was spinning for like 3 people, dude. I was like, okay, this is Charlie Darker. This is DJ Verse. There's Mr. Earwax.
Yeah.
We are
and
live.
Mrs. Earwax.
It's a party.
Oh my god, yeah. Like back then, like when we were streaming, like February 2020. Like seriously, there was nobody. Like no one knew about it. Everyone was still on their IG, Facebook Live and stuff. And like when we were doing it, like we were playing for literally empty rooms. It's like you're playing a house party, and like, you got like Tito Ging over there with his San Miguel, and then just trying to watch everybody, and then that's your only viewer, and you don't have anyone else. And it was really hard, like spinning like for nobody.
And did you ever get discouraged?
100%.
I don't think I've ever asked another DJ that on our interviews, but like beginning of Twitch, like you're saying, when you had like 3 viewers, did you ever get discouraged about like continuing to spin on Twitch?
Yes, I did. I got hella discouraged. At the time, I was doing a lot of multicasting. So when I was streaming, I started doing Instagram. Like, so I remember. Yeah. I did crazy shit. Like I was on like Super Duck with my Instagram on another laptop, and then I had Twitch and Facebook Live on another system, and then I was going on simultaneously on multiple systems simultaneously, and I obviously always got cut off on Instagram, cut off Facebook. But Twitch always stayed on. But then when I'm on Twitch, I'm like, I have like 83 people watching on Facebook. And then on Twitch, I'm like fucking 2 or 3 people. And then I'm like, it's discouraging. But like, it's dope to see how so many people like kind of like gravitated to Twitch because they started transitioning. They saw so many people getting shut down or like, damn, I'm trying to have a good time. And then with Twitch was the only format where nobody completely cut it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
shout out to all of you in the chat that weren't doing anything Twitch wise and moved over to watch all of us do this shit. Like,
absolutely.
That's literally was a thing because we were like encouraging everybody, hey, we're moving to Twitch. We're going to Twitch. Like, here's how to watch. We were giving it to instructions, like how to like watch us on Twitch. So shout out to everybody in the chat, everybody watching that actually moved over to check us out. Man,
I'm sure there's still a lot of people we can get on here. We should do another campaign.
We should do another campaign. Move people over to Twitch and get more viewers back.
You know, a little food for thought too. Like when Jeff initially hit me up to do a set on Dance from Home, I didn't even know what like rating was. Like I was so I wasn't versed yet. Like I was like, oh damn, like I thought that I was gonna be DJing on the Dance from Home thing. But then Jeff said, "Oh no, we're gonna be hosting you." I was like, "Oh, okay, that's how it works." Like, at the beginning, I didn't know how hosting worked, and I didn't know how to rate anyone. And then I just knew how to rock. I was like, "Okay, hit stream. There you go." Like all the stuff on the chats and everything like that. I was really, really perplexed on how intricate like Twitch was when it came to, user interaction and everything like that. You know?
And you know what, like speaking of that, like I think specifically Dance from Home and Jeff's idea to not have the DJ stream from the Dance from Home Twitch was a little unique when it came to DJing at the time, because most groups that wanted you to DJ for them wanted you to DJ on their Twitch stream
channel. Yeah.
Their channel. Like I experienced that a couple times. They
Music
wanted
video
us
DJs, like
Yeah.
DJology and all those. And so Jeff said,
DJology,
DJology, and Jeff said, like we want every DJ to get their own flex, right, and their own shine, and their to be put out there themselves.
Yeah, I think it's
and
important
finding
that
a way to do
build their
raids.
channels.
Right, everybody build their own channel individually, and finding the raid thing was the key, right? Like we didn't really get the best way to do it until raiding.
Do you think DFH is one of the first like DJ raid trains?
I feel like we were one of the first DJ raid trains.
100%. I agree with that. 100% that DFH was the first raid.
We were raiding before we knew what it was. Like DFH 1 was literally a raid train. It was on Facebook
without the rating
and some Twitch without the rating.
Instagram,
like I now coin myself the original moderator ever because I used to be on every stream in the early times and be like, I had every link in like a Google Doc. I would post the link in the chat and be like, we're going to this DJ next. Click this link.
Wow.
And that's how we rated. That's how we.
So this is how much I didn't know at the time. So was there was rating on Twitch, right?
There was.
Before.
Yeah, I think
it was. It was fairly
You just didn't know
new.
what it was. I thought it was. I feel like it was new when.
I don't know how new it was though.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Well, it was the best thing to happen to DJs.
Yeah.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work as well for like gamers because they I mean it's cool. Like they game for hours and they can go to someone else but people they've been on for an hour. Us, it's like 45-minute set. You move everybody to the next person. It was almost like divine intervention that thing was a thing. We're the ones using it. We were using it the most, right? And
Dude,
Jeff,
I read so much about Twitch at the time. I read like a manual on it or something. I don't know.
I remember learning about
that was
bits, and I was like, "What are these bits happening here?"
Biddies and
that was fun.
all of the subs, and we just we didn't know what we were doing, and it was a crazy time for us to figure that stuff out, man, and here we are, right? Like we have a talk show.
Like
Funny thing is, for DFH 1, we were raiding back and forth between Twitch and Facebook too. So I would literally post. I had to post a DJ profile of on Facebook.
That was wild,
right?
Yeah.
I was like, go to this guy's Facebook.
I remember that.
I was like, where is it? Facebook or?
You have to remember all the little details too. At the time, was like, I had to remind the DJs to make sure your profile is public for today, because if you weren't public, not everyone could.
They weren't able to see you.
Right.
It was
Yeah.
crazy, man.
Crazy times in the beginning. Yeah. So awesome. Earwax for joining DFH. We were happy to have you for sure.
I was
What number
actually
were you?
D-double. Shout out to D-double who actually introduced me to all you
all
guys.
roads.
D-double
All roads.
All roads.
D-double was the connect. Straight up. Damn.
Straight up, I was fanboying when I was watching your stream, and then you would like shout out my name. I'm like, oh my god, Earwax is calling my name.
Me too.
Dude, I remember
amazing.
When I
your first
watched
stream.
you,
Oh my gosh, it was so awesome.
Wow, thanks guys.
I was
Thanks
like,
for watching.
Earwax is on.
Were you one of the 3 people that was watching my stream?
I was probably I'm proud of it.
Thanks guys. Wow, I really didn't think like when I was using those old overlays, I really didn't think that anyone was watching. I was like
Oh, we loved it.
I'm pretty sure you had like 60 plus for your first DFH.
really?
Well,
Yeah.
what was kind of dope. So let me like I have an Earwax story for Twitch. I actually your first stream, I was before you. I DJ'd before you and did a set right before you.
Oh, on DFH.
And-
On DFH. Yeah.
On DFH, not your first stream, but your first DFH stream. I rated to you.
Yeah.
I rated over to you, and then you were like, you said, and I'm saying this because what happened after. So you were like, Mike Rock, a dope set, blah blah blah, this and that, shit was awesome, blah blah blah. And then Elusive texted me, and he's like, Earwax just said you did a dope set. That's amazing. And I was like, and then right back to him, I'm like, I fucking know. I'm freaking out. It was so funny, dude.
Yeah, see?
It was hilarious.
I was fanboying too. Like right when he's like, DJ Wild, can I see you? Let's go. I'm like, oh my god, he said my name.
Hilarious.
He said my name.
It was so hilarious, man. Both of us, like when you did that, it was funny. Yeah, you were like, man, Mike Rock a dope set, and then right when you said that, Elusive text me, he's like, DJ Earwax just said you had a dope set. And I'm like, I fucking know, man.
You're
That's
our
crazy.
celebrity, DJ Earwax.
Oh my god!
Right?
Wow.
Yeah, Lucid knows. We had that exact text conversation. Is that
What was your first one? I'm trying to find the flyer.
Yeah, that's my question.
Oh yeah, that's right,
was
Calvin.
so
I
bad.
did do. I was like at one of my boys' like pool parties, and I remember,
that.
Yeah,
Bro,
and
I
I was
remember.
like, I was going on down the slide. I was like, dude, I had a whole setup, and I was like, nothing worked. Like his Wi-Fi was shit, and then I ended up just doing it on my phone. Mrs. Earwax is like, just do it, fuck it. And then I just I propped my phone, no sound card, nothing, and then I was just doing one of the DFH sets like from my my
pool. I
neighbors.
remember that
Dude,
one.
you went into the pool.
Oh yeah, I did all that.
There you go. I think
was
your
so
first
dope.
one was June 6th. Because I see my rocket right before you. DFH 17.
Flyer.
Wow.
I'm pulling it up right now. I'm pulling it.
Do we have any clips?
That was the one, right? I was before him.
Yeah.
Is that the one that I was before him?
Yep.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's what we thought.
Got it.
So it was
June.
just, yeah. The pool stream was dope. Hey, was somebody holding your camera in the beginning of the pool stream? Like
Yeah,
a cousin or something?
a 10-year-old. I didn't know him.
Yeah,
He was just
it was a
like
kid.
Just
Yeah.
a random child.
Yeah, and he was. I was like, hey man, like just do.
Stop moving
hold
the
this
camera.
Hold this as sturdy as you can, and he kept on doing selfies. I was like, all right, he's 10. I'm not gonna get mad at him. I'm like, all right, whatever
Well,
works.
So Perry and I were watching, and we remember like the camera kept going like in and out, like this shit, and we were like, the kid keeps moving the camera like to be cool, but it's making us all fucking nauseous, man. Like stop. Right? See, Vince Maxino. He said he was getting dizzy. Like I was like, man, like I'm about to puke watching this. Right, it was hilarious.
Cinematography.
I remember that, but that was good. It was dope seeing like a pool scene. That was the first time anybody took DFH outside. I think.
Yeah, it was like on location.
Yeah, on
You went
location.
down you went down the slide too.
Yeah, he went down the water slide. I remember.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
dope.
it's my old neighbor has like this kind of like grotto style, like Hugh Hefner like backyard.
It's so dope.
I went down the slide and I did everything. I was like, man, like literally I prepared everything. I had my desktop really, I had my laptop, my MacBook Pro ready. I had everything going, sounding perfectly. And then I forgot about like his Wi-Fi. He told me that he had like a straight Wi-Fi, and then I looked at it like it was so sad. So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna do it off my phone. And then it was like 360p, but it
worked.
It worked.
Yeah, it worked. It worked. It looked good.
No
It was
sound
fun.
card, nothing.
The
but
point, like sometimes the point isn't the quality. The point is the content, right? Like what you're doing, right? What you're showing and the things that are going on. So yeah, it was really dope. Like obviously everybody remembers the pool. Yeah.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Thanks, Calvin. Thank you. 143.
Awesome. I do want to bring this up because I know you wanted to talk about it specifically. Confusion being your mod. Rest in peace, Confusion. How did that come about? And tell us a lot about that.
So if you guys noticed, like I like the past like week and a half, I was like super like non on stream. I didn't even stream last week, my usual weekday streams. But like I heard from I first got word. Well, let's go back. I all of a sudden like 2 streams, 3 streams, I don't see Confusion. I was like, yo, he was nowhere to be seen. I asked Decade, I asked Showtime, I asked Chris Cut, hey, have you seen Confusion? I texted him, nothing, no word. Instagram, Twitch, Whisper, everything, you name it. I didn't hear anything from him. And long story short, like he was in the hospital the whole time. And I got word from Decade that he was starting to cough out blood, and I was like, "Whoa, what?" I, like, um, Confusion, aka Nick. He was a pretty healthy guy, and then he got kind of sick. I would say last month, but I don't think it was relevant to what he was experiencing at a drastic measure last week. He got admitted to hospital like on Monday, and I've been in contact with Decade's been in contact with his sister, and last weekend, like we were like, what? He has hours to live. He didn't even know there were two masses in his liver. Yeah, he. What breaks me is he didn't even know that he had those things. He was already intubated and completely unconscious, and you know he man, he didn't have a family, but he treated his sister and his brother's kids like one of his own, and like his instigation in all the chats. You guys all know
Yeah.
his instigation on the chats just made the chat so much more livelier, and like to not get a response back is it was I was so worried. This before I found out, and then when I found out about his passing from his sister on on Valentine's Day, I was like, oh my god, wow. The first time with Twitch, I've never met Nick, aka Confusion, ever in my life, but because of Twitch, we we had a bond, like how everyone
Right.
on this chat, we all have a bond, and
Mm-hmm.
losing someone that you've never met based upon words on a screen, it changes you. Like this is the first time I actually had a loved one, lost a loved one because I didn't see those words on the screen anymore. And not seeing him on the chats, like it really messed me up. Like it messed me up so much, and I never thought that losing someone like virtually would affect me like this much. And like I didn't I'm and I can't I have to like tone it down because I'm here. I need to stay positive for Mrs. Earwax. We're about to have her son. I don't want Juliana to see me like this. I don't want my viewers to see me like this. And I had to hold a lot in. But like what me and Confusion Nick always talked about is like just streaming, but he was always about family. Family first, family this, family first. Like whenever I do like a dance from home set, and then all of a sudden I'm doing an after hour set with DJ Fierce on Club X. Like he's like, hey Charles, in between, just go spend some time with Juliana. I know it may be an hour. Just spend some time with Juliana. Have fun with your family. Family first, and that I always cherish that about him. He was so much about family. Wow, God rest his soul. Like all about
Right.
family. And when I found about what happened to him, like it really just not seeing him on the chat is it was weird. Like today, I streamed today. This is the first Monday that I streamed without him, and like he was, even though I didn't see his words on there, I felt his presence because he would be saying, "Wax, just do you bring." Do everything that makes you happy. Do you, and I'm gonna make his legacy go on, and he's gonna be proud on where I've been. But he was like my first mod that
Wow.
helped me so much in building my brand. And like, yeah, I owe so much to him and his family. We're actually gonna be doing a fundraising event this coming weekend. Showtime and Decade are organizing it. I'll keep you guys posted, Mike, Jeff,
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Let us
about
know.
everything. And yeah, we're just organizing everything because yeah, unfortunately, he didn't have insurance, and his
Oh
sister,
wow.
they're
We
yeah,
should
they're
definitely
Oh.
help.
yeah, they're hurting right now. But like I'm in direct contact with them, and I told them, and they have our 100% support. But I'm just giving them time to,
Yeah, of course.
remember their brother.
Absolutely.
Right, and that's what I passed on to Jeff and DJ Wildcat and Sam, is just that you were giving them some time to let their grief and their dealing with this move forward before we start doing things publicly and blasting things out to start helping, right? Like some people, obviously, you don't want to go that far into it right now. But yeah, so we'd love to help. DFH is here for his family and him. Just let us know whatever we can do, and we're happy to be a part of that. Just let us know, whatever it is.
100%, guys. Thank you guys. I'll convey it to the family, and on my Discord, I showed screenshots of how many people was showing love on the Discord about Nick. Like the thing is, like the family didn't even know. The family didn't even know that he was so active on Twitch. They had no idea, and the amount of love that was poured like to him when everyone found out is amazing. It's amazing, like, wow, like so many people poured love, like virtually, and like the family, I conveyed it to April, his sister, and Alex, his brother, and like I'm on texting terms with them, and I told them about streaming. Alex was saying we would love to be there, stream on. He would love that. I was like, wow. Like legacy live on, Confusion, rest in peace, for sure.
Rest in peace, for sure.
Yeah, confusion hit me hard too with those news, just because he was like what you said, he was an instigator, so he was part of that, the instigator club, and it was always great to see him like wherever he was, whether it was your channel, Showtimes, Chris Cuts, Decades. Or any other random channel that he was at, he made sure to say hi to you, and that was always so cool of him. So
yeah,
for sure.
That's I have hit up Showtime too for that raid train. So
absolutely great. Yeah. Oh yeah, I saw your email. Wildcat, dope.
Yeah,
definitely.
And cheers, rest in peace, Confusion.
Yes.
My thoughts are with your family.
Cheers. Hold on. I
have to refill. Hold on.
Go refill.
I'm with you,
Hey, I'm paused.
I'm with you.
I'm frozen anyway, so my glass will be there
It'll be
until you're ready. Until you're
I
ready.
want to do this. This is for Confusion.
Oh wait,
right here.
there you go.
This is for
Yeah,
confusion.
the blue label. The blue label.
Blue
Oh,
label. Bring out the blue label.
Yes.
Oi!
I got some blue label
Look at you,
for
look at
Confusion.
you.
Yes, this is for
Dang.
Confusion.
Cheers. Rest in
For
peace, Confusion.
Nick.
Rest in
Nick
peace,
Keon.
Confusion.
Cheers.
Rest in peace, brother.
Rest in peace, Nick.
Salud.
Rest in peace.
Yeah,
All right.
like his the last time he actually had some screen time on Twitch was when Tweak
Music Tip.
Music Tips had his interview with the Mod Appreciation Day, and that's the last time I saw Nick like on the platform, like visually, and like
Right.
man, like I would never have thought, but yep.
Yeah. We'll, like I said, we'll as a community help in any way we can, and we'll go from there.
Yeah,
Perfect.
Just tag DFH in the flyers or even share it. I'd be happy to repost it
Thanks, Jeff. Thank you.
on our accounts.
So Earwax, some things that stand out to you from DFH in regards to streams. Like, what are some things that you remember that stick out and kind of are your favorite moments?
Yeah, favorite highlights, moments.
Highlights,
Fucking-
anything you have.
Calvin Cornell. I have to put you on blast, Calvin.
It could be anything. It could be anything.
There's so
Watching-
many things with Calvin, though.
What the hell? Okay, I have it imprinted in my brain. Calvin twerking with a bow tie, right?
Yes,
Am I right?
That happened.
Oh,
It did
my
happen. And the
God.
rest.
That happened.
I that's when I see Calvin, I just see him twerk, and it's imprinted. Like I don't know how to
imprinted.
I don't know how to Oh my God.
We call him the twerk king.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's the
definitely
twerker.
twerk.
Magic Cal.
Calvin, you
Cal.
my man, you will forever be twerking Calvin in my brain, like till death do us part. Oh my God, what the hell? I'm like thinking about it. I was like, all right, I need to think
Oh,
about
we should be
something
close.
else. Is this
That should
bakla
be-
or
should
is
be
this
close.
bakla or
No, but Earwax, just wait, just wait.
It's so good.
We'll let you know.
Have I
We'll let you
switched? Have I
know.
switched?
He'll be in his Calvina Wonder Woman outfit. He's gonna do a Calvina
shoot.
Wonder Woman stream.
He did
very
twerk in that outfit. For
He
Halloween.
did.
He
for
did
Halloween.
Calvino
But,
Wonder Woman.
but he's doing a group, community channel redemption for
okay.
for another set. For that.
All right,
So
everyone go to
we're
Cal-
getting close.
Everyone go to
Donate
Calvin's channel
to,
right
like,
now.
points.
Everyone go to Calvin's channel right now and donate.
Yeah. 'Cause
Can you
only
donate
get-
on offline? I think you can.
Maybe.
I don't know.
There's only one way to find out.
We're gonna try it. Everyone go to Calvin's page and donate.
You can only donate, I think, 2,000 points, either per stream or per
I
day or
plenty.
something like that. Yeah,
All right, I'm on Calvin's page.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try this.
it's
That's-
2,000. You can do
that's what
maximum
stuck out.
2,000.
Available when the channel is live.
Go online, Calvin.
Yeah.
Go on.
Go stream right now.
Stream Calvin, so we can donate
Pop
to
up,
it.
pop up. Everyone donate right now.
Pop up right now.
Dope. So moments for DFH. So last week we had Wednesday's February 15th nightcap, which was dope. Hot Mix Hans was on, and then DJ Wildcat was back for another Wildcat nightcap.
Wild Wednesday.
Wild Wednesdays.
Wild Wednesday Cat.
Very dope.
Nice.
The DJ was on, and Alvin Ease obviously was doing his dope,
Oh, yeah.
soulful, housey night stuff. It was pretty awesome. Good to see as always.
Wait, was that Wednesday? Was that when Wildcat? Oh no, that was Friday. I'm sorry. That's a Friday highlight, but I want to highlight Wildcat's or Huge Jackman's tribute
Friday
to
highlight, yeah.
Koi Fabiosa's birthday.
Oh.
Do you have a clip of that?
Best friend.
Do you have a clip?
You have a clip?
Not on this computer.
Oh.
Ah.
Well, can you please take us through what happened
Young.
on Freaky Friday?
So, belated happy birthday to the freakiest fish in the pond, Koi Fabiosa.
Koi, happy
So-
birthday! Belated,
birthday.
but
It was his birthday on Friday, and yes, Koi. Huge Jackman on stream serenaded to Koi Fabiosa.
oh yeah,
Oh, I
Yeah,
want to
love it.
He sang
What?
happy birthday, and during the entire happy birthday song, he did some shake weight and body rolls for Koi Fabiosa.
yes.
Wait, he sang with
He
his
sang happy
voice.
birthday. He sang happy birthday.
Dang.
Huge Jackman sang happy birthday to Koi Fabiosa. Yeah.
That's so
Yeah.
dope.
Wow.
On stream, live on stream.
How did it start, Wildcat?
So I was watching the chat because I have to watch the chat
You're-
for Huge
you're his
Jackman,
mod.
and there was another mod in that channel. His name is Jeff Mobby, and he was saying that he should Huge Jackman should serenade and do shake weights and body rolls for for Koi for his birthday, and I was like, you know what?
Wow.
Sure.
I was like, Huge, you might as well do it. It's Freaky Friday, let's go. And then he's like, all right, fuck it, let's go. And then he did it.
I did ones in the chat. I'm like, ones in the chat if Huge Jackman should serenade Koi Fabiosa for his birthday.
So good.
And the
And
chat
then, you,
lit
and,
up.
then you, and then you read it. You're like, damn it, Jeff.
Damn it,
Yeah.
you broke character. You broke
I
character.
was like, I was like,
You
yeah,
broke character for
I-
a second. You said,
I
You're-
broke.
You're not
Yeah.
the
You were
only
like,
one
damn
that
it,
could
Jeff.
instigate.
It's all good.
So
I was
good.
like, you know what? Huge Jackman was like, you know what? If DJ Wildcat does this to Jeff Mobby, we're gonna go ahead and do it because this is not gonna be the last time. This is not, you have not seen the last of Wildcat and Huge Jackman, Jeff Mobby.
You've not seen the last
Get yours.
of
You
Huge
have
Jackman.
not. You have not.
Oh my
yes.
god!
Happy belated
Well
birthday,
done.
Koi Fabiosa. That was fun
Yeah.
times.
Happy birthday.
Very, very fun. Happy birthday, Koi. So last Saturday, we had the return of Calvin Cornell because Calvin's been out for a little while doing
Welcome
his.
back, Calvin.
He's been busy doing cheerleading things. Back to his normal routine with that. So welcome back, Calvin Cornell. DJ CMC had his debut on
About time.
Home.
Nice.
Thank God.
Nice.
We've been waiting for that. For sure. So Albanese was on. DJ Impression was on. DJ Urge, obviously. Damn It Urge was on. Mike Jams had a dope set. I watched a lot of that as well. DJ Rel was on. J-Con did his thing. Happy birthday to Jeff Fernandez. Total Encore. He had his birthday set.
On Wednesday. It's his birthday on Wednesday.
It's his birthday is coming up Wednesday. So happy birthday, Total
I'm
Encore.
rocking his sweater today.
J-Con's
Rocking
stream
his
actually
sweater
would not
today.
work. So
What?
Jeff Fernandez, J-Con's stream wouldn't work on Saturday. So
Oh, I
Jeff
didn't know
Fernandez
that.
actually
Yeah.
he had a
Game
double set.
filled in.
That's why I was just like, this is a long set.
We felt the same way.
it
So
was
here's what's up.
birthday.
I love
Okay, wait. Hold on. So me and Perry, obviously, we were doing moving things over the weekend, right? Because we're still in the process of all that. And then we went somewhere in the middle of middle of doing things. Total Encore came on. Then we came back, and Perry literally said that. She was like, "I feel like he'd been on for like 2 hours now."
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Derek and I
I'm
were
like,
doing
nah.
errands.
why
I was
would-
like, he's still on. I love it, but
Yeah, I was like, really? Like, he's been on that long? Nah. And Perry literally said it. She was like, I feel like he's been on for 2 hours. And that makes sense now. That totally makes sense.
happy
Okay, birthday sets. Love it.
set.
Aquatech, which that's another return, right? He hasn't been
Yeah.
back in a while.
It's been a minute,
Probably been like a month or so.
month.
Yeah,
2
no
minutes.
doubt. And then DJ Guerra.
Garrett.
Not
Guerra.
Guerra, not Guerrera, which
Would require
who
another
is it?
T.
Jaybray.
Jaybray.
Like Jaybray keeps saying over and over.
That's
again.
like his
That's the last time I
kryptonite
heard.
right now.
Yeah, it's his kryptonite.
But it'll take him a
I
while.
say it
like,
wrong, too. I
Like
can't get it. I can't.
tolerance.
DJ.
DJ Tolerance.
Yeah.
Tote Ellen Core.
Toad Allen Core. Eugene I was on. Vernamo had a dope set that night. DJ Crazy did his thing. My Chicago Wedding
Yes.
DJ, always love seeing him on.
Yes.
Eccentric from
Australia.
Australia.
He had
Loved having him on.
Australia. No,
Fighting
that's
kangaroo
not
overlay.
in Australia.
Very dope. Very
Yeah.
dope. And then we rated into anger management. So that was our weekend. It was dope to have another awesome weekend of DFH. Very cool.
Yes. Happy birthday to
birthday.
DJ Yo Jimbo,
Yo
the
Jimbo's
world's
birthday.
okayest,
And
the world's okayest
Impressions
DJ. Impressions DJ is
world's okayest.
tomorrow. Happy
Tomorrow.
early birthday to Impressions DJ. Let's go.
Do we have box
No
messages?
doubt.
Do we have box messages?
DJ
Wait,
J
box
Bray, y'all gonna
messages?
play the talk box?
No. I don't have a
We
box
don't?
message.
If
don't have
there
box
is a talk box.
What's the talk
message.
box?
The box.
It's
our,
No, I don't have a
It's
box
our
message.
box message.
It's
I
another
really don't have a box message.
nighttime story.
Okay.
of
Oh.
DFH.
Ooh.
Chris Cut in the house.
What up, Chris Cut? Yeah, so
Baba.
plugs. Let's go into plugs real quick.
Yes,
Earwax. What do you have coming
Mr.
up next
Earwax.
week?
Next week. Shit. Next weekend?
Or this week.
Anything
this week.
coming up?
Yeah,
Plug.
Any plugs this week?
Any plugs?
Personally,
Twitch or even outside of Twitch?
Oh,
Vegas.
shout out to Mrs. Earwax. We're about to have a baby on Friday and shit.
Yeah, that's a plug. That's a plug.
That is a
Babies.
plug.
That's a plug.
That is a plug. Congrats,
We got babies
Earwax
coming.
and Mrs.
That's not like the
Earwax.
best plug we've ever had.
Yes.
Yeah, that is the best plug
It
we've ever
definitely-
had.
it is, it
About to
is.
have a baby.
It is.
That's
So
what's happening.
congrats.
Congrats.
That's
Congrats.
amazing. And also
do
thank
like
you
a
for,
bet?
for not going into labor right now.
Yes, thank you, Mrs. Earwax, for not doing that in the middle of the stream. I think we've seen some crazy stream things
That'd be
happen, and that's
crazy.
not what we.
That
I
would
don't
be
know if we want
awesome. But yeah.
That'd be wild.
Yeah.
Nuts.
Yeah.
Definitely not gonna
Awesome.
IRL it.
Baby's
Mrs. Earwax would be like, fuck that. But I don't know. Maybe we'll do it like in the hospital bed. Maybe I'll do it like a little strip. Nah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, bring a small controller to the labor, and then do
For
a
sure.
set
Oh,
while
no.
your
Start
wife is
scratching, you know.
giving-
That's the
Nice
first
and,
thing your kid's gonna hear is you
soothing
cutting it up.
Yeah, do it. And you start them off right, bro. Start
You're
them
gonna
off right.
be porn scratching.
That's a good idea. Maybe we'll do a pop up on Friday
In the room.
Baby.
Little
Yeah.
X, Little X. This is
Pop-up,
how a
pop-up,
chirp
Little X.
sounds. This is how a chirp
Yeah.
sounds.
Here,
Little
little
wax.
earwax. This is
wax.
little
Little
wax.
wax.
Little wax.
Little Wax.
But yeah, like that. This weekend is all for Miss. This is Mrs.
Yeah.
Earwax.
Yeah, good for you. That's dope.
Good
Albert
answer.
first
Good
time.
answer.
Good
Good
answer.
answer.
So
Good
other
answer.
than
Good
that,
answer.
yeah, that's what my week is going. I streamed today for the first time, like, you know, for at least 2 weeks, which is like eternity in Twitch.
Yeah.
But I might do another stream. I don't know. We'll see. We don't know yet, but you could follow everything on my Discord and everything on DJEarwaxXx.com with 3 X's. And yeah, you'll find all that new stuff going
Go out
on
and
with
get
my life.
DJ. Go out and follow DJ Rex. Make sure you
DJ
follow
Rex
him.
Instagram
.com.
Do your thing.
and DJEarwax.com. Let's go.
.com. Raph, what's coming up for Cook from Home or anything else?
We got a bunch of things happening. So, Artie, do you have things open? So tomorrow
I do.
we have Mukbang from Home at 8 p.m. Central on Xtina's channel. As you know, Mukbang from Home is a surprise of what they're going to eat. So please tune into that 8 p.m. tomorrow with special guest appearances and their surprises as well.
And their surprises as well. That sounded like the world of rich and famous.
That is my intention.
Free ASMR there.
And then on Thursday, we have Cook from Home with Step Up 91. She is making a Filipino dish, palabok, which is, I don't even know how to describe it, but it's delicious. So please tune into that. It's noodles with stuff on top.
Yeah.
It's great. Oh
It's
man,
so good.
Step Up, you should put up a like nudes thing. Okay, we'll figure it out. Okay, but yes,
Nudes.
please tune
You can
in
still
to
change
that on Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Central. I may or may not be joining her depending on if I go to the grocery store. But either way, you will learn so much from Step Up 91 because she is fabulous. So please tune in. And then also, I saw in the chat, DJ Impressions is having, or Impressions DJ is having a 24-hour birthday stream starting tomorrow. So please tune in.
Happy birthday.
Happy
Impressive
birthday.
DJ. We didn't know. What, like, happy birthday, dog. We need a birthday.
saying that earlier, Mike.
Yeah, we need a
need to
birthday
make-
calendar, guys, because
Step Up
need
is working
to-
on a birthday calendar.
You're right.
Okay,
We need a birthday calendar.
perfection.
Birthday calendar.
That would
Birthday
be great.
calendar. All right.
Cool.
Everyone
Oh,
send
and
Step
then
Up your
of
birthdays.
course, and then I am streaming on DJ Furious's morning show on Thursday morning with him. We make breakfast, so
Yeah.
join us. Okay, that's
Breakfast. Dope. Wildcat, what do you have?
Okay, so I have something for you guys. Tomorrow on Tweak Music Tips at 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Central, 10 a.m. Pacific. So Tweak Music Tips is gonna have their talent show, TMT Talent, on Twitch. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
and so you're going to see the talent show. I
Yes.
suggest everyone beforehand, there is a giveaway. So if right here in the middle of this flyer, tweakmusictips.com/giveaway. Sign up for this giveaway. There's going to be a live viewer giveaway during the show tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that. But sign up and then watch the show tomorrow. One of the people competing in this talent show is actually one of DFH's own,
What?
Jeff Nang.
Yes.
So Jeff Nang is going to be competing tomorrow.
Make sure you watch.
So yes,
all.
tune in tomorrow.
Tune
Tweak
in.
Music Tips.
Everybody
tomorrow.
here, tune in.
Yes. Lunch
Vote for
break,
DFH.
you got
Vote for
this.
DFH.
Vote for Jeff Nang. Let's go.
Vote for Jeff Nang.
Yes.
And
Very dope.
Yeah. So be on the lookout for that. Other than that, for my streams this week, I will be streaming on Thursday for T-Bos at 11 p.m. Central, 9 p.m.
Nice.
Pacific. Unfortunately for me, Wild Wednesday and Freaky Friday, I will not be streaming because I will be working in real life with Calvin Cornell for these cheerleading competitions. So I will be busy with that. But in the meantime, we have, DFH Nightcap, and then we still have Freaky Friday going on Friday. So be on the lookout for that lineup. There may be some special announcement going on later today, and then also, but I'll be on DFH on Saturday.
Nice.
So
yeah. All right. So what Wildcat was just talking about. So for Friday, Freaky Friday, Taco Dog is making its return.
Oh, yeah.
And not only is Taco Dog making its return, but for 1 hour during our set, the Taco Dog t-shirts and merchandise will be available. Only for that hour. So,
yes,
to get the Taco Dog merchandise, you have to tune in to that specific stream and get the link to where it's going to be. You don't know until that stream comes on. So make sure you tune in on Friday, get your merchandise.
Mike Rocca's channel.
On my channel, Mike Rocca, Twitch, we'll be doing Taco Dog from there, and we'll give you the link to where you can purchase Taco Dog merchandise.
It's going to be at, did you tell him the time?
9 p.m. is our set.
9 p.m.
There's going to be a full day, normal day of Freaky Friday. So make sure you tune in for Freaky Friday all day.
We're finalizing the lineup right now. But
and this
for
is
sure,
not
9 p.m. Mike Rocca's channel.
And this is not sponsored by DFH, just so you know. Like, we are proudly not sponsored by DFH. This is not recognized. Our views and opinions are not recognized by DFH whatsoever. So please don't think that's a thing. I'm just saying that here because I have the opportunity to do so. So Saturday, we are doing a very special event, which I'm going to let Jeff talk about, but I will be on that as well, along with Artie. So we are doing a special event fundraiser for our homeboy DJ Elusive for St. Jude's, and I'm going to let Jeff Mobby take away from there and go ahead and talk about that.
Sweet. So since
Wednesday
we're on
night
Saturday, we can talk
Saturday?
about. No, we'll start on Wednesday. That's fine.
Let's start Wednesday. Yeah.
So here's the Wednesday lineup for Nightcap. DJ FBM will be making his DFH debut on Wednesday, starting at 7. We have J-Con, who's on the lineup. He is going to make up his set from Saturday because he could not stream. I don't know if he's going to do the same theme, though. He was going to do an all Justin Timberlake tribute. So.
I would dig that. I'll tell him.
I would dig that.
With said theme.
And then we have our homeboy DJ the DJ from Boston. And then DJ Showtime. He'll be back from Hawaii, it looks like.
Yes.
And he'll be on,
he comes back tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bukas.
He'll be back on Nightcap this Wednesday. Of course, Thursday will be episode 4 of United We Trance. Marquesa Music will be kicking us off at 7. We have Effect, Hot Mix Hans, Rick E, myself, and Nology. And then Saturday, DFH, as Mike just mentioned, is the fundraiser. Already have the flyer for that.
Right here.
So Elif has been looking to do a fundraiser for a while. It is in collaboration with his fraternity, Sigma Tau. And I'll be on the lineup as well. So Furious is kicking us off as usual, and then Wildcat at noon. FBM will be making his Saturday debut. We have Tukmol, Sonic Boom, Hot Mix Hans, J-Con, Marquesa, J-Bray, Rick E. Bolin is actually one of Elusive's frat brothers. Then we have Virgil.
Champagne.
And then another frat brother, DJ Archie, Mike Rocca, Elusive himself, another one of his frat brothers, Poxy, myself, and then Brothers Keeper will be doing the Ugly Baby sets.
Beautiful.
This Saturday.
Nice.
Cool.
Damn.
Very dope.
So
That's a weird, like, Frozen thing for me. We're dealing with frozen like screens
He looks
today.
He looks surprised.
I don't know.
You're like-
So we're dealing with my frozens. Sometimes they're okay. Sometimes it's like, I got like, sometimes it freezes and I'm like, yeah, that looks like it's like a good frozen picture. And then sometimes I'm like, right? Like,
Yeah,
yeah. That's been the whole night. It's like either it catches me in a weird fucking pose or like, I don't know. Anyway, so Earwax, we have. Does he know that he's announcing next week's? I don't know. I wasn't here.
Does
for
he?
that part.
Oh
No, he doesn't.
Why don't you just
Okay.
read it?
Private
Just
chat.
read it. Earwax.
Private chat.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Read
No,
what
right
it is.
here. Right here. You're
why
actually
didn't
announce
read
next
it?
week's
Read
show.
it on the screen. Next week, who do we have?
We got
Earwax.
next week's guest. We got the Hoyla Club, Voltizi, and
That's Hoy. D double.
D Double. I don't know hip hop.
Yo, D double. Nobody can read your logo.
Double. This is part 2.
Cannot read that.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
What font is that? What font is that?
Yeah, what is this? Is that
hell.
Comic
He handwrote-
Sans? Like, what
He
font is
handwrote
this?
it. He handwrote
Sorry.
it with his.
Sorry.
His,
Jesus.
Okay, that-
D double.
wrote it. The.
Your logo.
Sorry.
This is what we get for not giving him a script. That was.
It's okay. Yeah. No. Yeah. I totally dropped the ball on
Voltizi
there.
and D Double next week's Talk From Home guys.
Bark.
Hoyla Club represent.
That's Hoy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, at Hoyla
Part
Club.
dos.
Tuesday nights, 8 p.m.
Are you on Scratch?
sessions. Yes.
Nice.
I've been gonna be
are you
doing another
scratching?
one soon.
Sweet.
Nice.
Sweet.
What language is that? I don't know,
There we
D
go.
Double. Sorry, D Double. Sorry.
Yeah, don't know that language. Before we go, Earwax, thank you so much.
The right thing.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Earwax.
Earwax.
Thank you so much for being one of our guests, man. We had such a great time.
Yes,
I
it's an
appreciate
honor.
having you
It's an
on.
honor to
It's an
interview
honor.
you. Thank you so much for jumping
Yeah,
on here
yeah.
today.
We were
Thank you, man.
fanboying
Appreciate it.
and fangirling here.
Yeah, fanboy and fangirl.
I had no
It's been-
idea.
So
I'm
happy.
yeah,
awesome,
it's a lot of
guys.
fanboy
Thank
and
you so
fangirl.
much. Wow, I didn't. If it weren't for D Double, I would never be part of the DFH fam. So shout out to you, D Double, for
Yes,
the
All
D
intro.
double.
roads.
Thank you, brother.
All
Thank
roads.
you.
All roads.
That's where all the roads lead to.
No doubt.
So
Yeah.
Just redo
roads.
your logo so Earwax can read it next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, redo
Yeah,
your logo
right.
so it's eligible. It's that graffiti, that the thing you put on the walls. It's not good. Before we raid, so we're gonna raid it over. Well, before we raid, we have your book, man.
yeah.
Like we have the world according to
Ah,
Mr.
yes.
Rogers.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And I picked this one. Oh, now I'm frozen, but that's cool. It's on Mr. Rogers. I picked this one. I picked this one specifically for Earwax.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. One of the greatest dignities of mankind is that each successive generation is invested in the welfare of each new generation. For your kid, bro.
Yay!
Yeah. Wow.
Yes.
There you go.
Wow. That's a good
Yeah.
one.
So
Yeah.
keep that in mind. So we're gonna raid over to the new show for
The new Late
Furious,
Show.
which is the Late Show, which is after our show because it's called the Late Show. So
The Late Show.
This is the premiere of his new show. So make sure you guys
Yes.
stick around. We're gonna raid over to Furious. Go over there, drop the DFH emotes, drop all of us. So dope.
Yeah, do what
Like,
you
that's
would
my
do
new thing.
normally.
Yeah. Do all the things.
DJ
Yeah,
Remark
raiding over to
and-
Furious.
Oh, so
Yeah,
Peace
spam
out.
the raid emotes, spam the DFH
Space.
emotes.
DFH emotes.
Let them know Dance From Home sent you guys.
Talk from
Yes.
We will
home.
see you guys
Thank you,
next
DJ
week.
Earwax.
Peace out, guys.
Talk
Thank
from
you,
home
Earwax.
emotes. It's you.
Talk from home emotes.
Stay-
Talk from home emotes.
Talk From Home emotes. Yes, yes.
Oh, we have
Stay
to
for
do
the
that.
raid.
Put them
Stay
in.
for the raid.
We have
Stay for
emotes.
the raid.
We have stay for the raid. Stay for the raid.
raid.
Stay for the raid.
Stay
Raid.
for the
Raid.
raid.
Raid. Raid. Stay for the raid.
Raid.
Raid. Raid. Stay for the raid. 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 Stay for the raid. 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 Raid.
Okay, we're raided.
Raid.
Rated.
Oh.
We're